Jeffrey says he still wants those Obamacare subsidies added to this bill. One of the many reasons to reopen the government to fully fund SNAP benefits, which have been delayed in more than a quarter of the states.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson reporting House Speaker Mike Johnson can only afford to lose one vote. Georgia Republican Congressman Buddy Carter earlier on Fox and Friends First.
I'm very confident that we have those votes. I'm very confident that we're going to get this passed.
Oh, the world's largest warship, USS Gerald R. Ford, arrives in Latin American waters in response. Venezuela deploys military units. Its defense minister says people are ready to defend their homeland. America's listening to Fox News.
Michael's Prescription Corner is your one-stop shop for all of your medication needs. Whether you're under the weather or just need your med refills while you're on the road, Oilfield, we're talking to you. The team at Michael's can get you filled and on your way. With 4 locations serving Lee County, it's guaranteed hometown service with a smile you can count on. Michael's Prescription Corner is located in Lovington, Hobbs, Eunice, and now open in Chow. Visit michaelsrxcorner.com for all location information or simply download their app to submit your refills today. Michael's Prescription Corner, proudly serving all of Lee County.
It's time to make sure no one in the area goes hungry this Thanksgiving with the 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight. We're teaming up with United Way offices in Lee and Eddy counties and grocery stores in Hobbs, Lovington, Carlsbad, and Artesia to fight hunger in our own communities. Food prices are still high this year, so more people are struggling than usual during the already tough Thanksgiving season. But with your help, we can make sure no one has to go without. As part of this 2-day event, we'll be at Bob's Thriftway in Lovington and Fenn's Country Market in Artesia Friday, November 14th from 2 to 5 p.m. Then Saturday, November 15th, we'll be at Albertsons Market in Hobbs and La Tienda in Carlsbad from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
The 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight is being brought to you this year by sponsors Blaine Industrial Supply in Hobbs, Old Jackson Lovington, the Lovington Chamber of Commerce, and Forest Tire in Lovington, Hobbs, Artesia, and Carlsbad. Bronze sponsors DMC Oilfield Services in Hobbs and NM Junk Masters of Lee County. Silver sponsor New Mexico Junior College in Hobbs. And Platinum sponsors in Hobbs SDR Enterprises, Rig Outfitters and Home Store, Garner's Motorsports, and the Working Guys Store.
Be as generous as you can and join us when we're in your city to fight hunger this Thanksgiving with the 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight.
Your call is very important.
Still waiting on your cable company to care? With slow speeds and hidden fees, maybe it's time to pull the plug. Kinetic gives you 100% fiber and gig speeds with 25 times faster uploads than cable. Local service that actually shows up, and clear pricing that isn't there to surprise you. So ditch cable and connect with the right crowd. Get up to $200 when you switch. Visit GoKinetic.com. Kinetic. Internet better. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply.
Dear Savvy, Toyota says you can have it all. With the Camry, the Corolla, and the Corolla Cross. You've got the tech, you've got the drive, and you've got Toyota value that spells affordable. You ready? Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Visit Permian Toyota in Hobbs today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, man, turn that down. Where's my keys?
Hey, what's the rush?
I'm headed to the JC to sign up for some classes.
What's the hurry? We barely graduated.
I heard classes are filling up.
So what, you're gonna be a scientist or something?
Man, I could be a welder, police officer, barber, or maybe even a nurse. They make bank.
Yeah, right.
They even have audio and video classes for you.
Really? Hold up. Let me get my keys and I'll drive.
Just roll on out to New Mexico Junior College and register at nmjc.edu today.
I'm Ruben. I work at Chevron, and this is my New Mexico. My main thing is family time, off-roading on the trails, letting my kids experience the world. And I'm glad that Chevron is doing its part for future generations, lowering our carbon intensity in New Mexico. Oh, I feel very proud when I'm wearing my Chevron logo.
Learn more at chevron.com/Ruben.
Begin your holiday season with Encore Entertainment's presentation of Southwest Symphony and the Hobbs High School a cappella choir in concert. From the Boston Pops and choral pieces to your favorite sing-alongs, this concert will have it all. Perfect fun for the entire family. And you can help make the season bright for students experiencing food insecurity. Y Hobbs will be on hand collecting donations of boxed Pop-Tarts, applesauce, Nutri-Grain bars, and pudding cups for their backpack program. Sunday, November 16th at 3 p.m. p.m. at Tidings Auditorium in Hobbs. Tickets are $25 at the door and are available in advance at Q Systems Music and Sound, Music World, and online at swsymphony.org. Free tickets to students 18 and under and college students with current ID. This concert is sponsored by Urenco USA. For more information, please contact Encore Entertainment at 575-738-1041. Encore Entertainment and Y Hobbs are nonprofit 501c3 entities.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
Hi, good morning. The forecast says we go down to 285 as temperatures on this Wednesday, about 76 degrees in Roswell, 79 degrees in Carlsbad, Artesia, and 76 degrees in Lovington. Well, temperatures are going to be dropping in the lower to middle 40s, about 44 degrees for Lovington, and temperatures by tomorrow afternoon in Lovington at 81 degrees. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
This morning show rocks.
Is it time?
Love it. Get it all. Now, let's get this show started.
This show is powered by Permian Ford. Stop by and see Daniel Velas today, broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio. The question of the day, brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply. They have parts for semis, heavy trucks, and industrial trucks. Text line being brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer.
Nothing wakes me up.
Bad. Very bad. He's a bastard. I just love his attitude, man. He's got a great
Call
attitude.
or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us.
Are you ready? Do it.
Are you ready for this?
Are we ready?
I am ready.
Oh, for Wednesday. This is Wednesday. Oh, well, I guess I don't have a choice.
It's time for a great day. Is there any more coffee?
I can't start the day without a big cup of coffee.
Coffee. Coffee solves everything.
Wait, what day is today?
What is it again?
Wednesday?
I think we've covered this, haven't we?
Yes.
I'm just making sure.
Okay, we can start. Let's start now. Showtime.
All right, I'm getting on the air. I was too busy talking. I got to get my headphones. I'm like Russ Black taking over. No headphones. Monica, talk.
Good morning, Monica. All right,
You're
so Kevin.
Now talk.
All right, I said I would if my mic was on. It's on now. Y'all, they officially spoke it into existence. All of that talk about me running late, even when I wasn't late. Today I was officially late. I rolled in.
I don't know the difference between official late and normal late.
So if I'm here by 5:45, I'm not late.
Yeah, I don't know the difference between official and normal late.
Wait,
I don't
you do
know
the
the difference.
Official, I do the overnight show.
Oh, that's that break thing you take.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Me voy
I don't
y
know.
luego me regreso. Yeah, they don't have the coffee I like here, nor do they have snacks.
And she cannot. How long can you go without a snack?
About.
She's
an hour and a
constantly got something in her mouth. It's.
Stop. That does not sound right.
We were talking about snacks.
I'm talking about your eating.
Just snacks.
Well, I have an apple.
A muffin.
No, I don't like muffins.
Egg and McMuffin.
Mm-mm.
Egg sausage. McMuffin.
And
Steak
Crackers.
I have learned that
Nuts.
I'm a
Candy bar,
snacker too. Not when I'm working, but I'm a snacker. Sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sunflower seeds are, I get the pickle sunflower seeds. That way I'm not eating junk.
Are you the one that left that pickle bag of seeds in the W105 van?
I could have been me. Yeah.
And then before that, you had left another bag of seeds in
Hey,
there.
I don't think because I've
Wow,
only driven
next
it
you know, he'll
once.
be eating lemons.
Yeah, I clean up after you guys a lot.
I only drove the van once. So
Really?
I don't think I went through 2 bags. Yeah, I only drove it once since I've been back. One time.
There's only at the last.
No, I've cleaned it twice.
At the last
Just
remote,
once.
there wasn't a lot in there. I mean,
Did I
it was
leave a
lot
Red
of
Bull
junk.
in there?
Yep.
No, I take my stuff out.
Nah. Okay, Tommy.
No, I'm serious. Today
take a
is-
picture.
Anywho, good
Yeah,
morning,
you got to take
guys.
a damn video. Chicken soup for the soul day, fancy rat and mouse day, whatever. I don't want that.
Me
Happy
either.
hour day, National French Dip Day, National Young Reader Day, and World Pneumonia Day. I don't need that. I do not need my. It's been. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I ought to say this. It's been like 4 or 5 years since I had pneumonia because I've had pneumonia like 20-something times.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. And so the last time I had pneumonia, I got COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the Philippines, and, they wanted to put me, they go, we have no private rooms. So you're going to have to be in like, it's a room, and they got a curtain between you. No, thank you. I'll go back home with air conditioning.
Yeah.
With pneumonia, the worst thing, summer pneumonia is the worst.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Hey, congratulations on the marriage.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you. I finally found someone that actually can put up with me for more than 30 minutes.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Well, congratulations to her, maybe.
Yeah, it might be one of those crazy sentences, a lifetime sentence of me. That ain't a good thing, you know that.
Yeah, but
so we are freezing to death out here, man.
You're in Florida. You got the iguanas falling from the trees.
It's crazy, dude. It's 38 degrees out here. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I don't own any pants. So
yeah,
I gotta go buy pants today.
Yeah, that's part of my problem is coming back from the tropics, I had to go out and buy shoes and pants because all I got is flip-flops.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, what are you going to do? But, hey, has anybody heard from that fat bastard?
Yeah, I talked to him early in the week. He's still kicking. So if you had the poll saying that he would not be with us by November 2025, you've lost your money. Sorry.
Yeah, you know what? That was long before that. That day I was driving down the road with him. I was like, I don't think we're going to make it through the day.
Been there and done that, brother. Been there and done that.
The he's driving down the road. He's got a chicken pot pie in his face. And I got a spring going up my ass because he was so fat in that chair. Oh, my God. Life is good, right?
Life is good. So fully retired now, which is good. You take it easy, Tom. Congratulations again.
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.
All right. Take it easy. All right. 613. That's the guy that I gave Tom his bus initially. So did Tom that favor. Target rolling out the 10-4 policy requiring employees to smile within 10 feet of a customer. 10-4 policy. You must smile if you're within 10 feet of a customer.
What is the 4 part?
The
10-4.
It requires customers and chat with them within 4 feet.
Where is this at?
Target.
Target.
Oh, nice.
So smile, and then if you come within 4 feet, you have to
so Monica
chat
is
with
going to
them.
head over to Target and make sure she approaches every employee in there to make sure and see if they're smiling.
By the way,
That would be
don't-
fun, wouldn't it?
It would be so fun. I normally don't shop at Target because
Yeah.
they're way more expensive than Walmart.
Well, and I hate their policies too. But Walmart is putting in a similar policy that you hold your nose as customers walk by.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So Target.
Take a picture at 4 feet.
Anybody at Target that will not do this can turn in their 2 weeks' notice. Many people are still practicing COVID restrictions, so they're going to stay 6 feet away.
I have a question.
And
it's Target, right?
Yeah.
Based out of Minnesota. How do you know if some of their employees are smiling and they got that thing that covers their face? What's that called?
Habaj, whatever the hell it's
The hijab?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you guys seen the new species of bees that actually have horns on their head? They're called the Mega Chili Lucifer.
Oh.
Yeah, and they named them after Stranger Things.
What?
Mega Chili Lucifer.
Is this an AI thing?
That Mega Chili Lucifer sounds like, I don't know, a
devil bee?
Well, no, it sounds like hot sauce that you have to sign a waiver before you actually partake in the hot sauce. Oscar-nominated actress Sally Kirkland, who probably best known for JFK and Bruce Almighty, passed away shortly after entering hospice. We talked about her on Monday, entered hospice at the age of 84. She passed away yesterday. And Jimmy Kimmel's longtime friend, Cleto Escobedo, leader of Cleto and the Cletos, the house band for Jimmy Kimmel, passed away. He was only 59 years old.
Whoa.
Crazy.
That's young.
And Ace Frehley died last month. They say blunt force trauma to his head during a fall was the cause of death. He was only 74 years old and will be missed. New Mexico, be proud of your congressional leaders. Be proud that we've got congressional leaders and not one of them are going to vote yes to ending the shutdown. I really don't get Democrats. They are schizophrenic because last week they were crying about people are starving in the streets and dying. We have people dying because they're starving. Trump is starving. And this week they're saying, we're going to starve you and not open up the government so we can get you better health care.
No, not you. You don't get the health care. We're going to starve you to give somebody who is here illegally health care.
I don't get it. Supreme Court yesterday agreed to extend the temporary stay of a lower court ruling that Trump must pay all supplement nutrition assistance program. By the way, the Supreme Court said, no, hold the line. Hopefully all this is fixed very shortly. The bill to end the government shutdown survives the key hurdle before the House-wide vote goes into effect. They are going to get that done today. They're also going to swear in the young lady from Arizona who has been waiting to get sworn in. And that was another thing the Democrats, they won't swear in while they're not in session.
Right.
How are you going to swear somebody in without being in session?
Good question.
And I am not going to even try this lady's name. Let me try it. Litra Grijalva. Grijalva. How do you say that?
Grijalva.
Grijalva.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah. Anyway, she'll be sworn in today from Arizona. And Mega Millions is tonight. It's going to be close to $1 billion. So if you haven't bought your tickets, Mega Millions tonight, it's going to be over $900 million.
Just go ahead and give me your $20 and
so
we'll call it good.
I'm going to go buy a ticket.
I've already bought my $30 for the week.
Where do you buy them at?
Stripes.
Okay.
Because I can use my debit card.
At Allsup's, you can't use your debit card?
Used to be. Can you now? Yeah.
It's in Texas. You can't unless you do it and punch in your code so that it treats it like cash.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm raring to go and win my money. Yeah, so $900 million. By the way, if you're going to take the cash out option, you're probably going to get close to $400 million.
Can you live on that?
Yeah, I don't know if I can live with it, but I'm going to try. I will try to live within my means at that point. And then you got people you got to give money to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got kids that, how much money, if you won $400 million, how much you giving to the kids, Monica? Yeah, I'd say a trust that you're going to leave.
$1 million each.
$1 million each. That's what I said. Each kid will get $1 million, and you're going to get $1 million. You're going to get $1 million that will set you up in a business or buy you a home or whatever the case you want.
Wait, pause.
But giving too much money is probably a mistake.
Somebody said Mega Millions was last night.
Was it last night?
Yeah.
No, it's Tuesday. It's Wednesday.
But you are correct in that you need to set it up as a trust.
That's why I bought tickets yesterday. Duh.
So it was last night?
Last night. I'm sorry. Now I got to check.
You could be sitting here a millionaire.
I could be sitting here a millionaire. And the next question be, why are you sitting here?
I dare you to bounce if you would.
Why are you sitting here? I wouldn't do that. So I'm wondering. Yeah, no winner last night, it looks like. No winner.
Thanks, Joseph. Thanks, Papa Sherm.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Don't apologize. You're good.
So, one person won $20,000.
That's nice.
Yeah, 7,885 $10 winners. So nobody even won $1 million prize. Mega Million sucks because at least with Powerball, you got like multiple. You got $10 million winners.
Yeah.
Their biggest winning prize was $20 million, and it's $5.
Well, maybe.
You guys suck. Powerball was much better.
That's what I'm saying, and less than half price.
I thought the idea of going up to $5 is that you would have more winners.
They conned everyone. Imagine that.
I don't want to win $20,000. $20,000 ain't getting me where I need to go.
I'm just saying. I tried to
$20,000 ain't getting me where I need to go. I need more money. I'm just saying. I'm like a Democrat. I have never seen a dollar I didn't like or want to spend. All right, 621 Morning Show this morning being brought to you by Randy Pettigrew, reminding you the governor continues to do what she does when she's even out of the state. Doesn't matter if she's in Brazil. By the way, that conference that she went to had the lowest number of attendance since it began, but she had to be there.
Nobody wanted to kick it with her.
No. You can count on one thing. Randy Pettigrew is going to be fighting against the radical left. That's what we call him now, the radical left. He's going to be fighting for our oil and gas industry, fighting for our kids, and fighting to protect our Constitution. Sign up for that newsletter. Puts out a newsletter often and keeps you abreast of what's going on in New Mexico. RandallPettigrew.com. Sign up today there. Follow him on Facebook. And don't forget, message paid for by Randy Pettigrew. Sunny today, 77. Overnight low tonight, 43. And 82 for southeast New Mexico. Ruidoso, 67 and sunny, 42 tonight, 66 coming up tomorrow. Weekend weather looking really good. Maybe a chance of rain Sunday, but Saturday is awesome. And in Albuquerque today, sunny and 70, 40 tonight, 72 tomorrow. No rain in the forecast except Saturday night into Sunday. A pretty good chance of rain on Sunday for Ruidoso. For Albuquerque. 5-day forecast. Check it out for yourself, W105radio.com. Quick check of the weather this morning being brought to you by La Tienda. You can find them on Eddy Street in Pecos, Texas. Yeah, they've got everything for Thanksgiving on sale right now. Start with the young turkeys, 99 cents a pound. New York strip steaks, $8.99 a pound. Get the arm roast for $4.99 a pound. And the pork sirloin roast for $1.99 a pound. New crop navel oranges, 4 for $1. Get avocados, 99 cents each. Chubb tomatoes, 2 containers, 10-ounce containers for $2 for $5. And get 2 pounds of white onions for just $1. Don't forget, they also have everything to make your sandwiches. Start with white bread, $1.68 a loaf. They also have the Virginia honey ham for $5.49 a pound. They get pickle or olive loaf for $6.99 a pound. Kobe cheese for $7.49 a pound. And they always have the coldest beer in Pecos. They've got it. And, of course, they have Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Big Red, and other flavors. 24-pack for $10.99. Get it all today at La Tienda on Eddy Street in Pecos, Texas. We'll keep you updated with everything going on throughout the morning. Monica and the text, our number 877-396-W105. I need to get hydrated. I have not finished the Red Bull yet. I need to do that because my mouth is dry, very dry.
So the same texter has told you to mix black pepper and pickle sunflower seeds together. It's the best, Kevin. Laughter Lover says, Buenos dias, you guys. It's hump day. Smokey in Arizona says, good morning, guys. And Monica, I hope y'all have a great day. Good morning, Butthead. I love you. Have a great day. David in Ortigia says, did you guys see the Northern Lights last night?
Sure did.
I did not see them in person. I did see
Just
pictures.
walk outside and look.
Really?
Yes.
She was like, it's too cold to go outside.
No, I just saw that some people had posted about them, and I was like, wow, It's incredible.
When I was letting the dogs in and out the last time.
The other Sunday night coming back from church, the moon.
Yeah, remember we talked about that.
Yeah, was like right up on us.
Stunning.
And then we got home from church, and we jumps out the car, and she goes behind the RV. I'm like,
photo?
You don't know if there's any snakes back there, do you?
And what'd she say? Come on, there's some wisdom here. What'd she say?
She's like, oh.
I don't care.
It's
I'm
too
getting
cold
a
for
pic of the moon.
I'm like,
They'll get out of my way.
Someone said 970 million.
970 million?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Powerball just is better because, I mean, I can win 50 million.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Daddy Turtle said.
It only costs $2.
Yeah.
When I worked at Kmart back in 96, we had the 10-4 rule. We made sure to follow this policy as the company had regular secret shoppers. I still find myself doing this while I'm shopping.
Oh, so the secret shoppers. I used to have a friend of mine to make extra money. They were the secret shopper, and they would pay them to go into like convenience stores or Walmart or wherever.
Right.
And they would tell them to buy and ask questions, and then you would go back out and fill out the form, and you get paid.
Yeah.
So you get paid $25-$30, sometimes $100, depending on how much time it took.
Well, and fast food restaurants used to have those too.
I was just going to say, I remember when I worked at Sonic, they would have secret, like, people pull up and
But you could figure out who they were because they always ordered the same thing.
the same thing. Like, you had to be extremely
I want a coney with extra cheese and onions.
How did your scores go?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I was ever one of the ones that they spied on or whatever. But one thing that I did you know that Sonic, have you ever been there eating and they walk around with that, what it's called a courtesy tray? And they just go around asking you, would you like additional
They
ketchup?
ask you, do you want some more?
Sonic, I don't know if they do that anymore.
You want some
but-
more ketchup, or you want a mint?
Would you like a mint or whatever? They have to do that every 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
I've
Yes.
never seen anybody doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
I've seen
know
them
if
do it. Yeah.
It used to be huge. We hated taking out that courtesy.
Back in high school, I worked at Whataburger, and then I worked at Burger King. And at Burger King, the assistant manager had meticulously identified who the secret shopper was,
Yeah.
the car and everything. And when he knew around the time of the month that they came, and when he saw that car pull in the parking lot, he would run, shopper, 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 shopper. And so they would do everything fresh and everything.
Yeah, like at Sonic in New Orleans or Detroit, they walk around with that, and then they throw stuff at you. You want a mint? And then, of course, in New Orleans, they shoot you. Yeah, I mean, that's a little different. Give me a couple more,
Okay,
Monica.
$20,000 for $5 spent. This guy said.
Yeah, that doesn't
6, 7.
seem. That just does not seem right.
No.
So I've never seen the breakdown. That breakdown said it all.
And Taco Bell has the 10 to 200 rule. I went to New Orleans last week and I saw a guy from India holding his nose. That place is nasty. And I can't believe fried beer wasn't the answer, said Jeffro. He was talking about the answer in the 5 a.m. hour. Patrick's cousin Daniel happened to see the Northern Lights, I guess himself. He sent in a couple of pictures. Those aren't your pictures, Daniel.
I took them off the internet. I took
They're
them right off.
beautiful if they...
I took them off Facebook.
You know Mark.
Maybe he
Do
did.
you know Mark Anderson that makes the jewelry?
Yes.
He posted some photos that he took out
Yeah?
right out of his place.
Those are stunning.
So I didn't mention the question of the day. Question of the day, name one thing you are thankful for this year. Because I hear people, I'm looking at Trump's approval ratings, and they're really in the toilet. And I'm just wondering, if you voted for Trump, are you not happy with Donald Trump? Because to me, he's trying to do everything he said he was going to do. He said he was going to increase tariffs. He's trying to do that. Our court system has prevented that. The only thing that I could see people saying, well, he's arresting too many migrants.
Mm-hmm. But can you?
Nobody ever complained when Obama 5 million.
Right.
They were like, $5 million. They got to go. All right, we got to get to tweet of the day. We got a lot of things to get to. Let me get to the price of oil before I forget to do the price of oil this morning. 6:30, just a reminder, we do have an opening for our price of oil. If you want to, if you're a big oil and gas company, want to get your name out.
Or a little one.
Or a small one, want to get your name out. Service company, want to get your name out. Sponsor the price of oil on BN The Breakfast Club. Hit me up at kevin@mtdradio.com if you want to sponsor the price of oil, or just leave a text, and I'll call you back after the show. All right, price of oil this morning being brought to you by A Custom Construction and Roofing and Insurance Specialists, licensed, bonded, and insured, locally owned and operated, veteran-owned and operated. You know, the day after Veterans Day, you know, as I'm watching Facebook and Hobbs, I'm seeing Dwayne Pennick all over the place for Veterans Day.
Oh, yeah.
Because he is a proud veteran and never has forgotten somebody behind. Never. So if there's somebody in the community that needs something, that they're a veteran, he's going to reach out to them. He's going to be there to help. And so yesterday, he was all over the place. That's the type of guy he is. Want to do business with people like that? A Custom Construction and Roofing and Insurance Specialist, licensed, bonded, insured. Got a project coming up that you're thinking about adding on to your house, or maybe a carport, or maybe a patio, whatever the case is, or maybe your roof is just needs to be replaced. Look, they warned you about the out-of-town contractors, because when they're gone, your warranty is gone, and you're going to need that warranty. These guys have been around for 30-plus years, and they have the A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. 575-318-9725. Check them out today. Price of oil this morning at $6.32.
West Texas Intermediate is sitting at $60.25. That's off 79 cents. Brent crude is off 80 cents at 64.36. Natural gas down a little bit at $4.48. And the wholesale cost on a gallon of gasoline this morning is $2 flat. Kevin?
All right, I'll get to the tweet of the day coming up in just a second. Albuquerque couple facing multiple child abuse charges. And it looks like they are behind bars after they found their children in horrible condition. Albuquerque Police Department responded to a home on Unser Boulevard and last month after young kids were running around with only a shirt and a diaper on, and it was cold. Police said the young girl had scratches all over her leg and dried blood between her toes. When police checked the home, it smelled of a foul odor, and there was trash all over the floor. They had 4 kids living in the house, ranges from the age of 3 to 7. It was filthy. The kids were malnourished. They tested the kids for drugs, and police said both the parents, Jonathan Garcia and Vanessa Salazar, tested positive for drugs, and one of the kids tested positive for drugs. And so kids released to New Mexico Youth and Families Department for care, and those individuals were arrested on multiple charges. Man, you want to be a drug addict? Leave your kids out of it.
Amen.
Leave your kids out of it. And here's a better idea. If you know you're going to be a drug addict, you're doing drugs, don't get pregnant. Stop having kids.
Yes.
I would be willing to bet that most of these individuals are on the government teat also.
Of course they are.
Democrats calling for a program for immigrants. They want to give them phone calls. They want a call program for migrant detainees.
So what?
We need to give them phones.
Country?
We need to give them phones.
Give them a payphone.
With international calling.
All right, give them a payphone. You
That's
have a
what-
call, collect. Will you accept the charges?
So legislation proposed would require migrant detainees to have at least one phone call, no less than 10 minutes, with an immediate family member or a lawyer within 5 years of the 5 hours of them being detained. The bill also calls for free 200 minutes a month, 200 minutes a month for immediate family members. Don't they already have phones?
Yes.
Oh, they
You
got to
already
pay
gave it
for
to
it.
them.
Oh, I got it. But is that really fair? Because if you get put in prison, you don't get free phone calls. You have to pay. Somebody has to accept your call.
The charges, right. That's what I'm saying. Why not give them the same
thing?
Yeah.
I mean, if we hurry up the process, you'll be home and visiting your family soon.
Yeah.
New polling numbers when it comes to 2028 poll. Gavin Newsom leading J.D. Vance in recent polls.
Whatever.
That's what I said. I was like, baloney. Americans aren't that stupid.
They're only polling Democrats in California. What do you expect?
If you look at Gavin Newsom, you know he's fake as hell.
You know how we talked about the Lucifer bee earlier?
Yeah, he is a Lucifer bee. Yes.
That's not a bee.
Monica, does the word illegal alien offend you?
No.
As a Hispanic, does the word illegal alien offend you?
Not at all.
That's
so
a good question.
The word illegal alien is actually a legal term. It's a technical term. It describes the person being in the country illegally. And, you know, everywhere you go in the world, they use that term. By the way, if I'm in the Philippines and I am there without a visa, I am an illegal alien.
And you're going to get deported.
And I'm going to get deported quick. They're like, we ain't going to feed you. We ain't going to clothe you. You ain't getting no damn phone call either. We ain't paying for a crap. By the way, Mexico uses the same term. It's a legal term. So yesterday, this black guy gets offended by the term illegal alien. He's very, very upset. This happened in Illinois, and he took it to the extreme. Listen to what he had to say.
Telling you, I don't believe anyone is an illegal alien. That's a terrible term to use about anyone.
It's a legal term.
It's not a legal term. They used to call black people slaves legally, and it was wrong. Let's stop dehumanizing people. Let's start treating people right.
So if somebody was a slave,
he's only half right. A slave was a legal term for someone who was a slave.
Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm not advocating anybody being a slave, but what is the term?
But that they called other people slaves as well, not just African Americans.
And by the way, I'm a slave to the system.
We still use it today. Sex slave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a slave to the tax system.
Yes.
Anywhere you go that you're going to pay 50% of whatever you make, you are a slave to the system.
People who are making a car payment are slave
to the bank.
Yes, to the bank.
So, man, we just keep watering down, demonizing this, demonizing that.
What about
illegal alien is a term. So I know, you know, another thing they don't like you to say? Prisoners. They don't like you to say prisoners.
But they're prisoners.
They don't like that word, prisoners.
Oh, I don't care.
They don't care for it. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Fusion Medical Spa. Fusion Medical Spa, they're offering right now the $50 Botox, buy one, get one free. And don't forget, they're in the river crossing. They do stem cell therapy. They do so many things. If you're tired of feeling bad, you're thinking about losing weight, thinking about looking better, they can help you with your spider veins. They can also do the vampire facelifts and facials. They do chemical peels. They do micro needling. You name it, they do it. They're in Rio Doso in the river crossing. Call Dr. Rapp today. It's 575-257-4772. That's 2574-SPA. And don't forget to, if you're living in pain, talk to them about stem cell. Talk to them about all the specials they have going on. Check them out today, Fusion Medical Spa. 80-year-old House Democrat is taking the path of Nancy Pelosi. She's retiring. Bonnie Watson Coleman, New Jersey Democrat, following the path of Nancy. We talked about her about 2 months ago because she has full-blown dementia. Staff members have to guide her.
That's elder abuse.
It is. It's Mitch McConnell to
elder
the
abuse.
extreme.
Yeah.
And thank God Nancy Pelosi in the last 6 months, I don't know if you saw her.
Gone way downhill.
Yeah, she's gone way downhill. Yeah, way downhill. But so Bonnie Watson Coleman of New Jersey, there's probably going to be a Democrat in waiting in New Jersey.
Sure.
I'm sure. Texas man accused of child sex crimes avoided any jail time with a plea deal. Look, Houston, Texas, George Soros back, prosecutor.
Mm-hmm.
This guy charged with sexually assaulting a child gets no jail time. Austin's ABC affiliate KBUE reporting that Richard Bell, 37, indicted on 9 felony charges, including 1 count of continuous sex abuse with a child under the age of 14, 6 counts of aggravated sexual assault of a child, 2 counts of indecency with a child. Those charges were all dropped with a plea deal in Austin, Texas. Plea deal. He got 1 count of injury to a child. That's it. That is a 3rd-degree felony and gets no jail time. This guy continuously raped a girl under the age of 14. See, our judicial problems are not just in New Mexico.
Right.
Texas is getting just as bad.
Well, Houston has been that way for a while, and so is Austin.
Sad. Somebody talked about our AI-generated jingles. I hate to tell you, #1 country song in the country, according to Billboard magazine. #1 song in the country. I don't listen to new country, so I would know.
Pop country.
Walk My Walk by Breaking Rust is the #1 song on Billboard country charts.
It just follows an algorithm.
It is AI generated.
Really?
That's why I say no to AI.
It is AI generated. So when you hear our song,
hey, Will
make-
had to write it.
Yeah.
In the Breakfast Club being powered.
Just make sure that you know we are trendsetters. We are.
New Mexico, the sun's about to rise. Grab your coffee, start your day. It's time to open your eyes. Kevin B's got the mic. Blake's cracking a joke. Monica's on the headlines, keeping us all woke. B and the Breakfast Club, we're kicking off.
I'm gonna get one for Monica. I'm gonna generate one that is a hip hop song. She's gonna be over there popping.
Well, and I think one needs to say, like, I'm
Monica's
just like,
over there snacking, eating a
snacking.
lollipop.
Yeah.
drinking coffee. Well, we're all drinking coffee.
All that type of stuff.
Yeah.
All that type of
Listen,
stuff.
Will Rooney
Extra
is,
pot.
Will Rooney is incredible at those types of things.
He's having
And-
fun with it.
Oh yeah, he's having fun. So
So-
I think he's
AI is
just getting started.
yeah, AI is here to stay for sure. No doubt about that.
Well, but I do have a problem. We mentioned talking about the country chart.
Yeah.
Like if you have an artist that is an AI artist, and
It
an AI
should
song,
be noted. It
that
should
needs to be, because you are hurting people who spent a lot of time
Well,
perfecting their craft.
Let me just tell you, same thing here in radio.
Yeah.
Because their AI-generated commercials are jingles, are TV commercials that are now developed AI, where you used to have somebody that had to write those. You had somebody that had to produce those. That has eliminated all those jobs.
You're taking some of the human element out of it, and in particular in the arts. Shouldn't we make AI work and let us do the art stuff instead of
and I
letting
think
AI do arts and then making us have to work?
I think if it's a song, it should be noted that it is AI generated.
And it should, on the charts, they need a separate chart.
Yeah, I think it should be AI
I mean,
generated.
they got every other chart, right?
Looks like ICE arrested a murderer illegally in the country. This woman is from Moldavia. What is it called?
Sound it out.
Moldavian. She is from Moldavia. And anyway, they got her arrested, and she is wanted for murder in her home country, Moldavia. So she is accused of beating somebody with a stick and electric cable, and she went straight out ghetto on him. A stick and electric cable. Anyway, she was located in America. And for those that continue to say it's about color of skin, there you go. There you go. She looks kind of lily white.
Mm-hmm.
It's about arresting criminals. Sorry. They got her. She's taken off the streets in Los Angeles. They got her, though. And Republicans are eyeing the next big legislative push for health care. And Hakeem Jeffries came out yesterday and said he's got an idea. I'll play that coming up in a second. He's got the idea how to fix all this. We're just going to spend more money. That's the idea. I think it's an awesome idea. We'll just spend more money. All right, we'll talk about Albuquerque crime is on the downfall. We'll get to the thought for the day. It's already 6:46. Tweet of the day this morning. Being brought to you by WWRV, times3.com, 988-0392. Quiet, affordable place to park your RV if you're living or maybe looking for a place to park your RV in Carlsbad. They have 162 RV sites, 30 and 50 amps included. All your utilities included for one low price, and that includes your high-speed internet wired right to your hookup. They're pet-friendly. They're very, very, very well lit up, and a nice place for working folks. 988-0392, WWRV times3.com. Tweet of the day. By the way, somebody sent me this. I can't remember. A listener sent me this. On the streets, asking questions. Do you know 98% of African Americans actually vote for the Democratic Party?
That sounds about right.
98%. Listen to what this lady said.
Americans are voting Democrat at a rate of 90%.
Yes.
And despite that, 38% of black children are living in poverty.
Yes.
73% of black mothers are single mothers.
Yes.
40% of government assistance cases are black Americans.
Yes.
Do you think that the Democratic Party is serving black Americans well?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You agree?
And you have to remember that it was the Republican Party that started. In the beginning, black people was for the Republicans. And what year? I don't remember when it got turned around. But, right, yes.
Under Johnson.
Under Johnson.
When he signed
right.
the welfare bill.
The New Deal.
Yes, the New Deal. Yeah. Thank you.
I know my history.
Thank you. I don't remember.
What is your name?
Alberta Frederick. Black people voted Republican. In fact, I want to
Yes.
In fact, they was the ones who, when Lincoln was in office, black people was all in that office until Woodrow Wilson, the Democrat, took him out. The racist that he was.
The racist that he was, Johnson was a big-time racist.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you read a book about Lyndon Baines Johnson, big-time racist.
Well, and his whole thing was that he was going to re-enslave the black people,
Yep.
and they would vote Democrat until the day they died.
Yeah, I was telling Blake about the that Netflix special that I'm done already. I think it was like eight episodes, and even in that case, you had African Americans under Garfield that he was working with in the White House. Death by Lightning. That's the name of the Netflix. So, and then Johnson killed all that. It killed the African American family is what it did. Women didn't need men. They needed men
took
for
the father out of the family.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did. Anna Navarro yesterday talking about the Affordable Care Act. I love Scott Jennings. Listen to this cut.
Not going to be able to afford their insurance. I don't think even with subsidies they're going to be able to afford the premiums that are hiking up 100, 200, 300%.
Wasn't Obamacare supposed to fix that?
When people, no, well, not without the universal. I mean, there's
Affordable Care Act.
Yeah,
Affordable was the first word.
The Republicans have been chipping away at the ACA, and I think this is going to be the death of the ACA. But it's also going to be the death of some Americans who don't go get screenings, who don't get diagnosed.
By the
early
way,
enough.
you know the crazy thing about it? My daughter was on the Affordable Care Act for a while. It doesn't pay for stuff like pap smears and that type of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the whole thing in the 2 words, affordable care.
And that does neither.
It does it does nothing to that. And she said it in the beginning. One payer health care. That is the dream of every socialist in this country.
Takeover of your
rights. Yeah, where the government takes over all health care. 10 minutes away from 7. We're Beyond the Breakfast Club. We appreciate you listening. If you're watching us on YouTube this morning or Facebook or X or Rumble or Kick, wherever you're at, we appreciate you. Make sure and like us and share us with your friends. And if you could, give us a review. We'd appreciate that so much. And if you want to be part of the show and sponsor the show, make sure and hit me up this morning at kevin@mtdradio.com. Thought for the day this morning being brought to you by Wakefield Oil. They've got experience, close to 40 years in southeast New Mexico, delivering oil and gas products in the patch, gas, diesel. They've got interstate batteries. On-road, off-road, they will deliver. Call them today, 575-622-4160, wakefieldOil.com. Thought for the day in memory of Mr. Wendell Wakefield. If life is a game, I must have skipped the tutorial. It's my thought for the day this morning. We're going to talk about crime is going down, as Scott Bessent answered the question correctly. Well, you're giving all this money from Venezuela. Listen to the way he says, and President Trump was out on Veterans Day. We'll talk about that. And President Trump talked about the shutdown deal. We'll get to all of that stuff. And, man, John Fetterman standing tall as they try to eliminate the Democrat that has gone against them. They will never forget that he went against them. We'll get to all of that coming up in a second. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Atlas Makeup Mirror and Grooming Tool, ×1, ×5, ×10 magnification. Just envision a mirror that is very bright with LED lights. Blake is feeling it this morning. It has LED lights. It's very bright. And then it folds out. So you have your ×1, your ×5, your ×10 magnification.
It's amazing.
And then if you want to take it on a trip, you pack it up and put it in the traveling case. It weighs less than 4 pounds. Can go into the checked baggage.
It's like this big.
And it's cool. Now, if you want the one that mounts on the wall of your bathroom and stays in there, you can do that. Maybe somebody keeps borrowing yours. You're going to plant that one right on the damn wall.
Right into the studs. Screw those screws for the mount.
Call Rebecca Long. Perfect Christmas gift. 575-631-3189 at lastmakermirror.com. And don't forget, follow them on Facebook. You know who loves the Atlas Makeup Mirror? Big stars like Reba McEntire. I'll just name Reba. And by the way, thousands of different makeup artists across the United States. It's a tool now of their trade. At lastmakermirror.com, while you're there, check out the brand new products, including the pocket mirror, $29.99 for the one that will fit in your back pocket. And then you can get the one that is a little bigger and goes in your purse for $39.99. Check them out at lastmakermirror.com. All right, we'll hear from Scott Bessent next. We'll talk about the crime rate going down in Albuquerque. Every day I open up the news and I'm like, oh, wait, stabbing, shooting, but they say the crime rate's down. We'll get to that next. 6:54, Monica in the text.
All right. Cole Hanlon said, wife slave. The Irish were treated worse than most slaves.
Thank you.
And Smokey says, oh, he'll just give the illegal a house, a new car, and let us, the American people, pay all of their bills as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. BS. This free crap needs to stop. Hippie from the Patch said, good morning. I want to thank you guys for putting it out there about the last few MCs standing at Walmart over the weekend. And thank the community of Hobbs for being so generous. It's going to a good cause, the Boys and Girls Club, Desert Springs Nursing Home, and White Sam's Nursing Home. Thank you again so much. Aw, that's the motorcycle club.
Yeah, I was in Roswell Saturday, and the Guerreros motorcycle club were doing a food drive at Walmart.
Yeah.
And they were riding in, and
Blake Wannabe said, I think a lot of people are upset with Trump because of the food prices. They have not come down.
They have.
But what food?
Except for
Look,
I will agree that beef prices haven't come down.
no,
the way that
beef
we
prices
were
have gone
hoping
up,
they were.
but part of that is, we got other, we got screwworm, we got other things. We had recall on beef.
What's the price of eggs?
We got 18 eggs for like $3.50.
Well, I'm saying
Yeah.
it's down.
Right.
What's the price of gas?
It's down.
Down.
What's the price of
Bread, down.
That's what I'm saying. It's down, but you have a lot of these major news media outlets that won't report that.
Yeah, so I mean, look, I can see a lot of things have gone down. Stuff that I partake of like every day, like, Red Bull. That has not gone down.
Yeah, no.
My sweet tea I drink has not gone down. Some of the staples, sugar has not gone down. The problem is, how do you bring those prices down? You can't mandate that they bring the prices down. And usually once prices go up, they're going to stay up. And there is a fallacy out there that Donald Trump said day one he would bring prices down. I can't find that cut. And I'm all over the news every day. He never said that. He never said that. That is a Democrat lie. If anybody can find that, please send it to me because I've been looking.
Jeff Rose said, I'll call anybody whatever the hell I want. It's called freedom of speech.
Jeff Rose, like, I got my nose broke multiple times.
Brian from Albuquerque said, good morning, you guys. I am thankful that my semi has stayed running for 2 days in a row.
Let's
LOL.
go. Let's go.
Thea Cordy says, happy hump day, mija. I hear you very early in the morning. Have a great day, you guys. Oh, Thea
Talk about
Cordy,
hard workers.
I love when you come across my Facebook, by the way. I love you.
Cardi and her man, the boy toy. Did I just say boy toy?
Yeah, I can't wait to meet her.
Anyway,
Where is she at?
just hardworking people. Artesia.
Artesia?
Good, hardworking people.
I'm grateful for God's grace. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Patrick's cousin Daniel, those pictures that he sent in were his. He took those.
Oh, wow.
They're beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. You just had to.
Yeah.
Stand outside.
And Artesia fan number 2 said pork prices are down.
See?
In reference to Albuquerque's crime rate dropping, this person said, remember what we learned from COVID. 1 out of 10% is a drop or an increase. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Well, the way
Just one is too many.
way they note things,
Yeah.
you can make anything look right.
Yeah, they just put it in a different classification.
Correct. And Juicy's number 1 fan, Black Gold, is actually, I wanted to mention this story. He said, did you guys see the story from KRQE about the guy who bought fentanyl with food stamps? Did you see that?
No.
So,
Wait, was that there this morning?
it was in Sierra County, New Mexico, so Truth or Consequences area. They came upon an older gentleman who was selling fentanyl. And they were investigating, and as they found out, they were checking his phone. There was a man who was going to purchase $50 of fentanyl, or 50 pills of fentanyl for $700 in Snap.
And Snap. Yeah, when was that? Because that had to happen over the weekend,
It was yesterday. I'm sure it happened over the weekend, but the story
I'm on
came out
KRQE.
yesterday.
I do not see that story.
It's the title
It's
is
probably under the investigation, right?
KRQE investigates food money for drugs. Snap has been traded for fentanyl, and then it goes on to show their pictures. And
It
the
was
dealer
2
is
hours.
old.
2 hours ago, it was put up. Yeah.
He is an old man slinging fentanyl like that.
Wow.
How is he
Got to
getting
make a
all
living.
I do see
No,
it.
okay. So this dude's young, but This dude is only like 35, but been doing fentanyl.
Yeah, the person that.
Or same guy.
Yeah.
No.
Before and after.
Oh, yeah, before and after that. Good. But no, when they asked him, do you know why
63.
we're here? And he was like, yeah. He's like, because I've been selling fentanyl, basically. And they're like, yeah. And he's like, I'm only helping sick people.
I'm only helping sick people. So, Monica, this guy is 63.
Yeah.
He looks older.
I'm 66.
No, this dude looks like he's 80.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, he's
No
feeble.
teeth.
He can barely walk.
Pobrecito.
Wow. Portecito, hopefully they don't take, fentanyl kills people.
Yep.
Let's jam his butt up in serious. Let's jam him
So
up.
he got a felony for drug trafficking. The other guy just got a misdemeanor for dealing in federal food coupons.
Wait a second. If you sell your food stamps, it's a misdemeanor?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's
That's
just
stealing
one
government
story.
property.
Yes.
I would say of the 21% of the population, New Mexico's population, I would probably say that at least half trade their SNAP for.
I'm just
for
here. I'm
drugs.
just helping sick people. Well,
so you're saying they're criminals?
Yeah.
They turn into criminals to get what they
It's
need.
pretty
Yeah,
pretty
selling.
sad. Well, there's a difference between what they need and what they want.
Thank you.
Because they want their
drugs.
nails done.
Right, because the food stamps are giving them what they need. So if you're trading them for something else, that's just a want.
Yeah, and that should be a felony.
It should.
That should be a
Yeah,
felony.
you should
That's
not be able to
stealing.
get
That's stealing
SNAP
government goods. Albuquerque.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's terrible. Albuquerque Police Department spoke up yesterday talking about their crime rates. Murder is down. Aggravated assaults down 13%. Rapes are down 15%. Homicides are down 32%, according to the Albuquerque PD. The metrics don't lie, they say. UN Climate Doom. Their summit sees the lowest rate of turnout since 2019. Now, this is where the governor has been for 2 damn weeks.
Well, and a lot of all the other lefties, like these are all far left folks from around the world that want to take away all your rights.
By the way, Donald Trump did not send anybody from the government there.
Nope.
What city in New Mexico do you think ranks way high when it comes to being a football city? And I'm just going to tell you right now, these cities are, this study is full of blankety blank.
Okay.
But they said Albuquerque's ranked 136 nationally, Las Cruces 155. Out of all the cities in New Mexico, and I've traveled to many, many cities, not so much in the northern part of but in the southern part of the state, Artesia is the biggest football city.
Amen.
And you roll in there on a Friday, you better have orange on or don't come in the city.
That's right. That's right. I would even say, like, the little towns, Jowl and Lovington.
Yeah.
Like, football's big there.
So
Here.
yeah, I don't get Albuquerque. Albuquerque man, a jury convicted the man in stabbing and killing another man over money, over $300. And this guy is going to be going away for a while. Last April, Luis Romero went to Juan Carlos Garcia's apartment. They got into an argument, and then he attempted to steal $300 from him. He was stabbed. Yesterday, he was found guilty, second-degree murder. No sentencing has happened as of late. Texas Tech student is suing the Board of Regents after a man is accused of assaulting the woman. The woman suing the Board of Regents at Texas Tech University System and her alleged rapist after she said her case was not handled properly. So Tanner Creeley and the woman were both first-year students living on campus in the same dorm in fall of 2023. Two were aware of each other, and she contends that they did not protect her from him as they had shared bathrooms. That's got to be when you have dormitories that are shared, that's that's got to be troubling because hormones are raging. I can only imagine. Jon Stewart destroying the Democrats. Did you see Jon Stewart? The far left.
His curse-ridden.
Yeah, I couldn't play the cut, but he said, world-class government shutdown collapses. I can't blinking believe it. That you guys go to the extreme and then cave. Congratulations, Jon Stewart. Bill Belichick could be getting a job 1 year in college football. The Giants, Belichick, any chance of him going? So why would you hire a coach that hasn't had success in college?
He's not going.
He could be. Yeah, talk to his girlfriend.
Well, whatever she says.
Yeah, he's going to do. $30 million a week is how much money Disney is losing during the blackout on YouTube TV. $30 million a week.
Let them live with their consequences.
They better come to the table fairly quick. Ford executives yesterday praised the Trump auto tariffs, saying we finally have a level playing field where we can compete and make cars in America and actually compete against foreign car owners.
Good.
Okay.
So they made that announcement ahead of the decision by the Supreme Court. And 5 MS-13 gang members found guilty in a string of gruesome California killings, such things as, cutting up bodies, dumping them all over the place. 5 MS-13 gang members arrested, by the way, all 5 in the country illegally. And the deal was working. Russia's gas gamble backfires. President Trump energy vision is reshaping Europe. Go ahead. Say he's right.
We'll wait.
Say he's right.
Talking to you, Portocito.
So he went directly to Europe and said, why are you doing business with Russia? And you're giving them, you're sending money to Ukraine. You're playing both sides of this. I'm not going to stand for it. Buy oil and gas from America. And guess what they did? They're now buying gas from America. European Union, 57% of all imports came from Russia. They flipped the script. You don't think that hurts Russia? Of course it hurts Russia. Heard yesterday that Russia has invaded part of Ukraine, the southern part of Ukraine. This is going to get nastier before it's going to get better. You can count on that. How long has this been going on? 4 years?
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah.
But that's a slap in the face to Russia. Little bitty country of Ukraine's.
Got to remember, that was a good chunk of Russia back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Running late this morning, being brought to you by Pops Power Washing. 11 years. Eric is never late. He can clean up your spills, your oil field equipment, take care of your company fleets. Call Eric this morning. He'll show up on time. 575-704-0330. Call Eric today if you need power washing done. Eric has never been late in 11 years. That number, 575-704-0330. All right, Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, answered the question. A little snippy yesterday from MSNBC's reporter asking about, well, you gave $20 billion to Argentina. He set the record straight. Give is not the right word. Bailout is not the right word.
How does a $20 billion bailout of Argentina help Americans? You're the president's point person on that. Can you explain to those here who are feeling the pinch, including America's farmers, why the United States is helping out Argentina?
Well, do you know what a swap line is?
It's currency swap, yes.
Yes, but what is that?
You're the Treasury Secretary.
Yes, but why would you call it a bailout?
That is how...
In most bailouts, you don't make money. The U.S. government made money. We used our financial balance sheet to stabilize the government, one of our great allies in Latin America.
So we didn't lose money. We made money.
Mm-hmm.
So how can it be a bailout? It's not a bailout. It's a little different. President Trump was out for Veterans Day yesterday. Here's something that he had to say.
We don't like being politically correct. So we're not going to be politically correct anymore. From now on, when we fight a war, we only fight for one reason, to win. We fight to win.
By the way, the men and women that fought wars like World War II, World War I, they're all about winning. And, well, pretty much anybody that's ever put on that uniform, you know the only people that ever stopped us from winning?
Us.
Us.
Right.
Our politicians are the ones that stopped us from winning. If you've ever read a book about Vietnam, we had every opportunity. Well, let's not even go back as far as Vietnam. Let's look at Gulf War I under George Herbert Bush. We had a chance to win that war. We had a chance to squash Saddam Hussein and his regime. We didn't do it.
Yeah, but you could argue that you still won.
We didn't do it. We didn't take control.
No, we didn't take control.
We did not take control. So we had to go
Korea.
back in there. Korea, same thing. Yeah, we wouldn't even be worried about Korea at this point. President Trump answered questions about the shutdown. Here's what he had to say.
It was close, but we'll be opening up our country very quickly.
Mr. President, that deal does reverse the mass firings your administration put through during the shutdown. Did you sign off on that, and will you abide by that if this passes?
Well, I will be. I'll abide by the deal. The deal is very good. We're not going to be giving $1.5 trillion to people that came in from jails and from, the gangs and drug dealers and all of these others that they wanted to be given health care, which would have hurt our health care system. I hope that we're going to be able to have a health care where Lindsay and I were discussing it, Jim and I were discussing it, and Katie, we discussed it. We want a health care system where we pay the money to the people instead of the insurance companies.
Yeah, I think that's a great deal. The insurance companies, the biggest lobbyists out there, will be fighting about that. And Jeffries came out yesterday. Look, they don't want a deal. They don't want a deal because, President Trump says we'll extend these. The only reason they were extended to begin with was because of COVID. COVID's over.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we giving zero premiums to people when COVID is over? But Jeffries, 1 year is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I know they don't want to end this.
No.
Listen to what he said yesterday.
On behalf of an amendment that Whip Catherine Clark and I are introducing that would extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits for 3 years.
3 years. 3 years. 1 year is not enough for Hakeem. 3 years. We need 3 years. And, it's sad. Donald Trump cannot go on somebody's show without them hearing from the liberals. Pat McAfee. And if you follow Pat McAfee, I like Pat, as I watch him on College Football Game Day, he's taking over Game Day. They tried to get him fired from day one. There are times that I can see Nick Saban look at him like, boy, what the hell did you smoke?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but Pat McAfee yesterday had the president of the United States on, and the liberals bashed him. Listen to what he said.
I will like to say, though, for the immediate people that are going to be mad about that happening, as President of the United States, it's Veterans Day. He's Commander-in-Chief. Obviously, if we have the opportunity to talk to him, we're going to, and he is hilarious.
He is hilarious. So he has Trump on. Here is part of what they did at Paris Island.
President, have you ever done an ooh-rah to a bunch of Marines?
Not the kind that I just heard. I just heard a level of professionalism with the way they did it that I don't think anybody can match it, to be honest. That's very impressive.
Mr. President, why don't you drop one? Mr. President, why don't you drop an ooh-rah real quick?
I will. Hoorah!
Yes. Okay. We love everything about that.
And so that's what they're upset about, that he's got the president of the United States. Anybody that has the chance to get the president of the United States on, look, if Joe Biden would have came on Be in the Breakfast Club, I would have invited Joe Biden on Be in the Breakfast Club. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's a feather in your cap.
Sure.
It doesn't matter. He was still president of the United States. You wouldn't turn that down.
Yeah.
No.
Pat
and
McAfee.
Sometimes you work really hard to get those folks.
Pat McAfee and Blake's over there, and then Kevin destroys it.
Yeah. Well, you just said bring him on. You didn't say anything about getting them to come back.
Well, maybe we'll get him to come back.
Yeah, I doubt it.
He's re-election coming up.
I doubt
You
it.
never know.
I'll try.
All right, 7:14 p.m. The Breakfast Club this morning being brought to you by our buddies at the right off of 128, Twin Wells Fuel Station. Yeah, exit 128, go down about less than 3 miles on Buck Jackson Road and fill her up. They have a large facility. It's covered. They got unleaded, green diesel, red diesel, DEF. They accept all your credit cards, your debit cards, and fleet cards. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Twin Wells Fuel Station right off of 128 on Buck Jackson Road. Check them out. Be safe on the road from the Twin Wells Fuel Station. Southeast New Mexico, we're looking good. In fact, all the listening area, sunny today in Southeast New Mexico, 77 for the high. Ruidoso in Lincoln County, 67 and sunny. And in Albuquerque today, you can expect sunny skies at about 70, maybe rain across the state by Sunday, maybe. Monica and the text were late, 7:15.
Dems want the ACA extended until the next election. And Juicy's number one fan says the SNAP lady played it down, and the sheriff says it happens all the time with the fentanyl and the SNAP exchange. Yes,
That's just so sad. We're using SNAP benefits. People are taking their kids' money to go buy fentanyl. Let that sink in.
Tim Keller is running for re-election, therefore crime is down, says an Albuquerque
Oh,
texter.
yes.
Texter Hector said we need to watch out with how we are using AI. I agree. And John from Eunice said, guys, I've never seen anything more hypocritical in my life. You've got some podcaster kissing the feet of Jasmine Crockett following the No Kings protest
I did
we
see
just
that.
had in this country.
Yeah.
Forget the ring. They want to kiss her feet. What the hell? Who is it?
I can only imagine her feet being all cracked
All
and
white and crusty.
Yeah.
With those long toenails.
Yeah, the toenails that are curling.
And they're like yellow and brown discolored.
Yeah.
Ew.
Now, I got a story about her, how much money she's spending on travel. All these damn hypocrites. I'll get to that later.
Okay. And Justin sent in a picture of, or just says 2 ways to make a slave: work him without pay, or pay him without work. Ooh. And this texter said, I just threw up in my mouth a little. Biggest fan said, I think that if they got caught selling their food stamps, they should be removed forever. Well, and I think with all this that's happened with SNAP, I think as these stories come out, we should definitely do something to ID people who are using SNAP. Like, require an ID. Like, somebody needs to push for that law. Like
ID? We can't even get ID to get people to vote. Well, no, I think if they abuse the system, no other chances. You lose all government assistance.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. That'd be.
Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we?
And that's it for the text line.
All right, on the way, we're going to talk about Representative Clyburn made a statement yesterday on CNN. Also, we'll hear from John Fetterman saying he's not going to give it up. And another comment about the Supreme Court. We've got a sitting legislature that is saying they are rigged, that they are corrupt. The Supreme Court is corrupt. Look, sometimes I don't like the decisions Supreme Court makes, but I don't think they're corrupted.
Right.
I don't think they're bought and paid for. I just think they're passionate in their belief when it comes. And, I think we got a couple people like Ketanji Brown that she doesn't even know what damn day it is. True. You got Sotomayor that is so liberal, but they are voting for what they believe. It is what it is. This is why if the Democrats ever get in office and pack the court like they are promising they're going to do, I encourage President Trump to pack the courts now. Beat them at their own game. Yeah. Be done with it. All right, on the way, we'll talk about a black lesbian that's very upset. She was booed after talking about a trans man. We played that cut earlier this week. She is continuing to speak out. Democrat judge pumping the brakes on the crackdown of illegal truckers. A judge is now saying, no, we can't stop these illegal truck drivers. And Pete Buttigieg gets it from a air traffic controller about, I fixed a lot of those problems. And mass migration Has that increased the cost of housing in America?
Duh.
We'll talk about that, too. We'll get to all of that and more within minutes. It's already 7:19. 719 KWMW, Maljamora 105.1 FM, KWES 93.5 Ruidoso, KDAZ AM 700 FM 96.9 in Albuquerque. Streaming all over the place. We'd appreciate you liking and sharing us on YouTube, X, Twitter, Twitch, Kick, wherever else we're at. I can't even keep up now. But please, if you find us, please like us and share us. Plus, we got taking out trash, things that happened on this date in history, our national anthem, and more. It's already 8:20. Make that 7:20. News this morning being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Homegrown and proud of it. Farm and Ranch Supplies, Western Wear. Feed for all of your animals. They are your certified Purina dealer. When it comes to farming and ranching, they have all your supplies. Fencing, trailers, tank, tack, looking good Western Wear or work gear. Find them online at RoswellLivestock.com, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell, also in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. We'll be right back. We're Beyond the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. As the government shutdown appears to be ending, state lawmakers were called back to the Roundhouse by the governor to approve a spending bill and give more power of the purse strings to the governor. On Monday, lawmakers approved by a 52-9 vote more than $162 million in funding for food assistance that should last through mid-January if needed. If the federal government shutdown ends and the SNAP money is no longer needed, the funding would revert back to the Medicaid Trust Fund at the end of December. Lawmakers also approved moving $30 million from the General Fund to the Emergency Fund, which will replenish the $30 million on SNAP benefits for the first 10 days in November. On Sunday, Chavez County deputies and New Mexico State Police responded to a domestic situation in a moving vehicle. The suspect, 59-year-old Otis Ray Cloud, was taken into custody off of a dirt road near US 70. The female victim was located in the vehicle and brought to safety. Initially, the victim reported another man was also involved and had fled the scene before officers arrived. However, 911 dispatchers heard Cloud instructing the victim to make up a story because he did not want to go back to prison. Cloud was arrested and charged with kidnapping, aggravated battery against a household member, interference with communications, intimidation of a witness, and DWI. If you live in Eddy County and have been affected by the government shutdown, the United Way of Eddy County can connect you to food, financial, and other necessary resources. Call 211 or 575-628-0056 for more information. And the City of Hobbs is looking for volunteers to help celebrate Thanksgiving in a special way by spending a little time giving thanks and giving back at the Hobbs Animal Adoption Center by walking a dog, sharing some love, and helping serve the special Paws Giving meal. It happens 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday, November 22nd. And whether you can stay for a few minutes or a few hours, your time means the world to the pets waiting for their forever homes. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Big changes are happening at the Lee County Event Center. They're undergoing a major renovation to bring you a better, more modern venue, inside and out. While the arena is temporarily closed during construction, they're still open for business. The banquet halls remain available and ready to host your next event. From safety meetings and corporate training to baby showers, birthday parties, and wedding receptions, the Lee County Event Center can accommodate you. Need space, service, and support? They have you covered with flexible rooms, affordable rates, and a professional team that cares. Conveniently located in Hobbs, New Mexico on the Lovington Highway. Let them help you plan your perfect event during this exciting time of transformation. Call 575-391-2901 to book today. The Lee County Event Center. The arena is closed, but the banquet halls are open. Your experience is their priority, even during renovation.
Do you have a catering emergency? Call Fireman's Pit Barbecue at 254-458-3229. Everything is custom made to order at Fireman's Pit Barbecue. Brisket, sausage, ribs, pulled pork, and more. Catering for 1 to 1,000. You'll love the home-style Texas Pit Barbecue at Fireman's Pit Barbecue. This is a mom-and-pop family-run operation, and Rich and Maria Carrillo are the best. Don't feel like cooking? Fireman's Pit Pit Barbecue offers the perfect option for holiday meals for your family or business. Fireman's Pit Barbecue specializes in oil field catering, and they're licensed and bonded. For 50 people or less, they need just 48 hours lead time. Follow Fireman's Pit Barbecue on Facebook or call 254-458-3229. That's 254-458-3229.
Holland J. Trucking LLC of Lovington, providing services in all of South Central and Southeast New Mexico, on into Texas, with haul trucks, step decks, billy dumps, dump trucks, and backhoe services. We also have availability on forklifts, main lifts, telehandlers, pipe racks, and catwalks. With a new office and yard coming soon to Lovington, give us a call today at 575-396-1380, and at Holland J. Truck and Haul for you.
No matter when, no matter where, no matter what, now open in Roswell, Nomad provides the highest quality full line of organic products and the friendliest, most educated staff in Southeast New Mexico. Find the Nomad crash site at 3606 North Main. They can guide the first-time nervous customer, as well as cater to connoisseurs and medical patients. You can stop by Nomad's one-of-a-kind retail location at 3606 North Main in Roswell. Reach for the top shelf today at Nomad.
You know Benny's Western Store in Artesia is your headquarters for boots, hats, shirts, and jeans. But did you know that Benny's also carries a huge assortment of firearms? Head down to 205 West Main to see the amazing discounts that are available on their firearms and ammo. Benny's also has a huge shipment of jewelry and FR clothing that is priced to sell. New items arriving weekly. You won't find a bigger selection at a better price anywhere. Benny's Western Store, 205 West Main in Artesia, or find them on Facebook.
What could possibly live out here is a question you've probably either asked yourself or heard from someone else. The answers are all waiting for you at the Living Desert Zoo and Garden State Park in Carlsbad. Located at the top of the Ocotillo Hills, the Living Desert will take you through a variety of habitats, from the sand hills to the arroyo, from the Pinon Juniper Zone, and through the canyonlands along the 1.3-mile self-guided tour. Features like the nocturnal exhibit, a walk through the park, including the aviary and reptile exhibit, will give you a glimpse into the hundreds of species of plants and animals adapted to the arid climate of the Chihuahuan Desert. In addition, the Succulents of the World greenhouse exhibits highly adapted plants from many parts of the world. Don't forget your souvenirs from the Visitors Center at the Living Desert Zoo and Garden State Park in Carlsbad. Open every day except Christmas Day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., with last entrance being at 3:30. Visit livingdesertnm.org or call 575-887-5516 for more information. Paid for by City of Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
Be in the Breakfast Club, being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com.
Wake up, New Mexico, the sun's on the rise. Be in the Breakfast Club, where your morning flies. Kevin's got the mic, Blake's got the news, Monica's reading what's coming from you. It's Be in the Breakfast Club, start your day right. Talking, laughing, shining that morning light. From the desert to the hills, wherever you roam, this is your morning, this is your home.
Blake's got the headlines sharp as a tack. Monica's got your text firing right back. Kevin's steering the ship, keeping it tight. Your mornings are better when we're in your life. It's
Be in the Breakfast Club, start your day right.
Let's go!
Talking, laughing, shining that morning light. From the desert to the hills, wherever you roam, this is your morning, this is your home.
728. Wait, I didn't do the headline. Not your headline news.
This is not headline news. It's National Happy Hour Day, and don't feel bad if you're already drinking before noon. Just tell people you're celebrating Happy Hour London time. Michael Jackson's daughter says she has a perforated septum from drug use, and also because destroying your nose is their family tradition. Paramount Plus plans to raise its prices next year, which is bad news for their subscriber. Meghan Markle was spotted hanging out with Jeff Bezos at Kris Jenner's birthday. That might be my most hated sentence. And reverse mortgages are up. It just goes to show grandmas are powerless against the hypnotic lure of Tom Selleck's mustache. This is not headline news.
Already 7:29. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Welcome to the Hump Day edition of B and the Breakfast Club. Recent studies out there are showing that diehard sports fans lose control and their aggressions multiple times a week. Sometimes things can turn violent. 16 beers before halftime. That's my limit, damn it. I am not doing more than 16 beers before halftime. I don't get violent when my team loses. I'm not saying I haven't spackled drywall before after a game. Or maybe it was the next day. 4 UC Berkeley students arrested for felony vandalism after trying to hang a giant cardboard bug to protest Turning Point USA event. Cops were able to catch the students with a huge, giant glue trap. They were able to catch them. One of their names, did you guys see the guy that was protesting against Turning Point? I don't think it was at Berkeley, but his name was, he's a jihadist. I got to go back and find that story. Yeah, he's a jihadist. I'll find it. I've got it in my stack somewhere. Looks like the hat of the Wicked Witch of the West, the original from Wizard of Oz the movie, is going up for sale. How much would you pay for that?
Nothing. I don't like the Wizard of Oz.
The pair of ruby slippers went for $28 million last month.
Look, I'm just going to say, why would you spend that when obviously you could just steal them because they've been gone for a long time?
But the slippers went for $28 million.
Well, it's because they were missing for a long time.
The hat, I don't know how much I would pay for that.
Put water on it.
Apple has delayed the release of its second-generation iPhone Air. Weaker demand for the first version.
Oh, thank God.
My son bought the iPhone 17 yesterday.
Is it up to 17?
Yes.
Yes.
When does the 18
Believe
come out
me,
next
the
week?
wife has been talking about it.
Does the 18 come out next week?
Maybe. I'm still at the iPhone 14.
You have a 12.
I had a chance to get the 15.
I've got a 15.
I had a chance to get the 15, and I was like, no, I'll just keep my phone. Because the 15, that's when they started. It doesn't have a SIM card. It has the virtual SIM card. And that is problematic for me. Going all over the country, I want a SIM card. I want a SIM card that I can get a SIM card from another country, slide it in my phone works. I don't want to have to go and sit down and waste time having to put in the SIM number and all that. Just give me a SIM card.
You don't want them
it.
to control you?
No, I don't want anybody to control me. All right, we remember the Los Angeles-based musician. She's a singer. Trish Hyman's her name. And she fired back after going to the gym. It was a Gold's Gym. And she went to the gym, and there's a dude in the shower.
Yep.
But he was identifying as a woman, if that made it better.
No. There's been other fallout from that, too. There's some people that defend her right to be a woman in a woman's locker room.
Anyway,
and they're calling him transphobic.
She was booed. She was booed by people after saying real transgender women are not real women.
She's correct.
She is correct. She is 100% correct. But there are people actually that are upset with her now and want to cancel her because she made that comment. And a Democratic judge pumping the brakes. Pump the brakes on allowing illegal immigrants to drive trucks. Pump the brakes on stopping them from driving trucks.
So he wants them to continue to kill Americans.
So Democrat appointed judge temporarily pauses the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal migrant truck drivers.
So Democrat judge wants illegals to kill Americans.
You know, the problem I have with this is that it's the law.
Yeah.
I thought judges were about enforcing laws.
Supposedly.
It's actually the law that they have to be able to read and write English. And we know there are people that got their license and no name given. U.S. Court of Appeals and the District of Columbia made the issued an administrative stay against the Department of Transportation's ruling against non-domiciled commercial driver's license. 2 judges voted to stay, and 1 judge voted against it, according to the documents. The ruling will now allow many illegal migrants, CDL drivers, to remain on the highway. See, you know who's the biggest problem? You remember when Biden said that white men were the biggest threat to America? Judges are the biggest threat to America. Judges, radical judges are the biggest threat to America. It's the law. The law says they have to be able to read and write English. I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to feel that people that come to this country have more rights than people that are born and raised in this country. You think that's a stretch?
No.
And by the way, this problem with air traffic control, I'm looking at all the flights that were canceled already this morning. That problem just didn't start. Had an air traffic controller yesterday told Pete Buttigieg to sit down and shut up, saying these problems have been going on for a long time. Look, we have equipment that hasn't been repaired in years. We've got flights that have been canceled because the wind monitor is not working. And in a lot of cases, it's like the wire just came undone. Can't we get somebody to climb up there and just repair that?
Well, and it's not like it's a 1,200-foot thing.
No. It's up there 50 feet on a pole.
Yeah. Call any firefighter.
Get a man lift.
Yeah.
Get up there, reattach the wires, put some black tape on it. Move on. Black tape will fix anything. You want to really make sure it stays? Get you some Gorilla duct tape. Put that on the outside.
It's black.
If you're really worried about that, get some silicone. Put it on the outside.
Heat shrink.
Look, America needs to get back to just doing stuff.
Yep.
Sure.
Just doing stuff. Mass migration. Housing market. I've said it before, New Mexico. Our governor and our Democrats are continuing to say, we need to build more housing. We increase population by like
0.0.
And so what happened to all the houses that we had? We need to build houses? Why? We have no population increase.
Illegal foreigners.
So mass migration pushes the U.S. housing market to a breaking point.
Illegal foreigners.
When you allow 20 million people in 4 years to come in the country, they got to live somewhere. Mass migration has put significant strain on the American housing market. You want to know why housing prices have gone up so much? That's part of it.
That's a portion of it.
That's part of it. So housing supply shortage. But in a state that we've lost population, according to the census, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. But United States has by far the largest foreign-born population in the world. Everybody want to talk crap about America. Well, you this. We have the largest foreign-born population in America. We have look at student visas. Look at, we have over 50 million foreigners living in this country. At least 50 million.
Right.
At least 50 million foreign-born individuals living in the country. What do you think's the population of illegal immigrants in this country?
20.
No. We had 15 million. Biden allowed, let's say, another 15 million. It's got to be at least 30. This study's saying.
Yeah, but we've deported some.
This study's saying.
How many
50.
have we deported?
Less than 2 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
35 million.
So I'm thinking at least 30 million. Looks like Chicago police are on the hunt for a man who stabbed a woman in the chest. What did she do to him? Nothing. Nothing. They were on the train platform near the University of Illinois, Chicago. 27-year-old woman sitting on a bench at the train station waiting for her train when this guy came up to her and stabbed her in the chest. Thank God she survived. She's in good condition, they say. And they're looking for the man. Black man, 6 foot tall, between 160 and 180 pounds. Good luck finding him. They do have a picture of the guy.
That.
They got a picture of the guy, and he's got a knife in his hand. I'm sure he's going to say, well, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Well, you can't
Or
say
I was
because he's black.
mentally
And
ill
that doesn't even look like a knife. That looks like a shank.
Well, it probably is a shame.
Unbelievable. This coming off the North Carolina stabbing of that Ukrainian migrant. Crazy. All right, we're going to check the text. We're going to keep you updated with everything going on. Our number 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning being brought to you by La Tienda Thriftway in Carlsbad. Don't forget, we'll be there on Saturday collecting food for our food fight. Please show up and give. Some of the specials going on while you're there, I'm going to encourage you. If you come by to give food, you do your shopping right there. Visit the taco bar. Pick up the tortillas made from scratch multiple times a day. They're always fresh. Young turkey, 99 cents a pound. Get the New York strip steaks, $8.99 a pound. Beef arm roast, $4.99 a pound, and get the pork sirloin roast for just $1.99 a pound. Produce department, new crop of navel oranges, get 4 for $1. Also avocados, 99 cents each. Also Chubb tomatoes, 2 containers for $5, and get the large white onions, 2 pounds for just $1. And the deli department, they've got all the deli meat that you're looking for on special this week. Virginia honey ham, $5.49 a pound. Pickle or olive loaf, just $6.49 a pound. Get the split top white bread. Make that wheat bread for $1.68 a loaf. And get all the refreshments. They always have the coldest beer in Carlsbad. Plus, they have your Coke, your Dr. Pepper, and your Sprite. You can get it today for 3 12-packs for $15. Get it today. What? What'd I do?
Your new rap name.
What?
You just spoke it.
What?
Young Turkey.
Young Turkey. Young Turkey. I got the Young Turkey.
Turk.
So check them out today at La Tienda in Carlsbad. Don't forget, we'll be out there coming up on Saturday from, I think it's 1 to 5. Stop in and see us. Monica and the tax already 7:42.
Saturday,
Saturday.
I believe, is 10 to 1.
10 to 1, okay.
Yes.
And then 2 to 5 on Friday.
Friday 2 to 5.
I need to get my
Saturday 10 to
I need
1.
to get my little handy dandy flyer out.
Good morning, V, Monica, and Blake. I'm heading to Vaughn today, and I'm listening to you guys on the app. I think the new jingle is great. If I can keep my work phone from ringing, I plan to come up to Artesia Saturday and meet Kevin and make a donation. That is
Yeah,
from
me and Blake
Car
are
Park
switching,
John.
so I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be in Artesia. I'll be in Lovington. So that helps
I will
me
be in
because I'm leaving Saturday morning bright and early at like 6. I've got a problem because LSU plays at 10:45.
Well, maybe.
So maybe I will stop by the second half. I told maybe I will watch the game while driving. She's not encouraging me to do that silly stuff. Maybe I'll listen to it. Like in the good old days.
Yeah.
Our country needs an enema.
We're constipated.
Patricia from West Odessa said, Monica, I love The Wizard of Oz. One of my other favorite movies is Pretty Woman, but I am much older than you. You know, Patricia, I like The Wizard of Oz. I like the story or whatever, but not enough to go and, spend millions on the ruby red slippers.
That would be a good combination.
way.
Pretty Woman and Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, that would be good. We put the prostitute
As Dorothy.
As Dorothy.
Dorothy Gale.
Oh, my God. Don't give Hollywood any ideas. They'll do
There's
it.
been some interesting spins on that. There was a whole comic book series where basically it was the Oz was more like the Old West kind of weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Dorothy went there, she was kind of a gunslinger and the witches were gunslingers. And it was interesting.
Jeffro said, I'm digging the new song. That is so cool. Thanks, Jeffro. And has a liberal Supreme Court judge ever surprised you for voting conservative?
No. Well, every once in a while they might.
When?
Has a conservative Supreme Court judge surprised you for voting liberal?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
most definitely. Amy Comey Barrett has done that multiple times.
Has the liberal court judges ever voted not liberal? I don't think so. I don't think they ever change.
No, I think they stick to what they're doing.
This texter said, I have the 12 mini and I don't want to upgrade. I can't be carrying a tablet around with me. What do the airlines pay for to continue flying?
Look, it's not the airline's fault. This is all the fault
FAA.
of our federal government
The
and
Democrats.
people not showing up for work. That's part of the problem.
Well, it's the fault of the Democrats for shutting the government down and not paying air traffic controllers.
Yeah.
Rocket says, Monica, tell Jeffro to get to work.
Jeffro need to get his butt to
Mike
work.
from Edgewood said, they're not illegal aliens. They're yet to be registered Democrats. Frank in the Patch said, the globalist plan was the replacement migration with creating the mass migration. And abolish SNAP, said another texter, then make people reapply with identification, 2
Amen.
utility bills, a proof of income, a background check, and a periodic drug test. A to the men. Jay in the Patch said, I think Nancy Pelosi is faking that she's getting sick so they don't throw her butt in jail with her insider trading.
She'll never have been charged because there are Republicans that have done the same thing. They'll protect themselves. At the end of the day, they'll protect themselves.
And that's it for the text line.
They will protect themselves. Morning show this morning being brought to you by my buddies at Zia Guns, 1907 North Main in Roswell. Over 1,000 guns in stock, handguns, rifles, and shotguns. Never too early to think about Christmas. Get in there, get the Benchmade knives. Get in there and pick up ammo, cleaning supplies. Thinking about buying yourself a gun. Every once in a while, you need to do good things for yourself. So I'm encouraging you to go in there today and look for a gun and go ahead and pull the trigger.
You have
and buy
permission.
it. I mean, you have to do good things for yourself every once in a while. You take care of everybody else. You have to. And ladies, if you're thinking about personal protection, you have lethal and non-lethal personal protection. Over 1,000 guns in stock right now. Doesn't matter if you're looking for a handgun or a rifle or a shotgun. They've got all of that. 575-622-0023. Closed every Saturday. Open on Sunday, though. 1907 North Main in Roswell. Representative Clyburn. He's from South Carolina. He's been around for many, many years. Many, many, many years. I'm not saying he's old, but he was on CNN yesterday. Here's what he had to say.
When two courts said to Trump, feed these children, he has appealed that.
Why can't those
Why
two
won't he
judges
feed the children?
Why won't Democrats feed the children? Why don't we have Why don't we have two judges say to Democrats, you must vote to open the government because kids are hungry?
Wait, here's the thing.
Do two unelected judges have that authority?
Just
I don't
answer
think
the
so.
question. You can answer the question with your question all you want to, but the fact of the matter is,
An unelected judge probably does not have the authority to tell the executive branch what to do.
different branches of the government.
This is my question. They can and they did. And SNAP's judge can work without. Do you believe as a member of Congress, a judge can compel the executive to spend money that you haven't appropriated?
yes, I do.
Oh.
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we didn't want kings.
Nobody
Maybe we
wants
need
king.
king for a day. What do we need?
Boom, Scott Jennings. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Scott Jennings. Clyburn is part of the, he was Joe Biden's bud.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day.
Well, Joe kept him on a second level.
Yeah, no doubt. John Fetterman, the man, I tell you what, this guy got more. I mean, he's smarter than Clyburn.
Oh, well, that's
I mean, way smarter. Listen to what he had to say.
Well, if Democrats are celebrating crazy pants like that, then that's on them. And I don't need a lecture. I don't need a lecture from whether it's Bernie or the governor in California, because they are representing very deep blue kinds of populations, and a lot of those things were part of the extreme. And now remember, what really needs to win, the big win, is involving my state and other states and those things. And why have we arrived here after the election a year ago? We got to forget some of the things that cost us that election. Or now, for me, it's like, that's why I'm trying to remind people that kinds of the extremism, we can't return to those kind of things, and realize we need to find a way forward. And I would like to, rather than cite empty.
So he's saying, look, my state is a moderate state. My state is split between Republicans. My district, I need to vote. I am the messenger for my constituents. I am the voice of my constituents. Mm-hmm. And old Hakeem calling the Supreme Court, calling them, are they corrupt? Supreme Court's corrupt?
No.
Here's what he said.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that the outrageous behavior by individual justices like Clarence Thomas and Justice Alito, and the failure to have an ethical code of conduct, is corrupt. These are the only people in the country who can operate above the law. And so what I'm suggesting is that as we focus on delivering a country that actually works for working class Americans, we've got to make sure that every single...
By the way, the Supreme Court's not supposed to work for working class Americans. They're supposed to...
interpret the law.
Interpret the law.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't there some kind of legal precedence against that kind of rhetoric?
Yes, the Supreme Court is above that from sitting members of Congress.
Yeah, and it can't, he be held criminally for that.
He can. In fact, a judge that recently did that, they said that they were going to condone him and maybe get them off the bench.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
All right, yesterday, people are thinking that nobody is working. Well, there was a committee meeting when dealing with our military, and this individual's up there talking about women soldiers. Mm-hmm. But she's not really talking about women soldiers. Listen.
Because if it were, you would be keeping these women in. Instead, you are the one injecting culture wars into the military, and it's at the detriment of our military readiness and national security.
Go ahead, Pete.
Now,
Go ahead.
General Kane, I'd like to turn to you.
Go ahead,
to
Pete.
be clear, these are men who think they're women.
These are women. I'm happy to educate you on
but these are men,
on trans
and so
issues at another
what we've
time.
identified is that there's mental health issues with that belief system.
I'd like to turn
that
to General
are detrimental to readiness, and that's the determination that we've made and that we stand behind. Gender dysphoria.
And so you don't.
Yeah, so she wants to educate him on men dressing as women being women.
Klinger.
Yeah, he's not having any part of that.
Klinger from MASH.
Yeah, you gotta love this administration that they're not putting up with the BS.
Right.
Let's just call it what it is. A man that pretends to be a woman at the end of the day is still a man.
Still a man. That's right.
He's still a man. Look at his DNA. He still has a dangly thing.
Again, 100 years from now, if they dig up the bones.
Yeah, they're going to go, that's a dude.
Right.
Yeah, that's a dude. Why was the dude wearing the dress? I don't get that. Looks like Obama surprised a bunch of veterans on a flight, saying he's very grateful for them. I don't know if you guys saw the video of that, but former President Barack Obama surprised veterans with a heartfelt moment as they touched down on a flight into Washington, D.C. ahead of the Veterans Day festivities. He got on the flight and thanked them. and
propaganda story.
Woman sentenced for the 2022 robbery in Albuquerque that turned deadly. The woman sentenced on Monday, playing part of that robbery that ended with a murder. Anna Dukes used her social media to lure a man to a park. We did the story before involving Adrian Avila. They were sentenced yesterday. She was sentenced to 5 years behind bars. By the way, this guy lost his life. She's going to pay restitution to his family. So I beg to ask, how does somebody that's locked up in prison pay restitution?
Well, they earn actually a pay while they're in
Very little.
Wow.
Very
but
little.
still.
I'd be willing to bet that family gets no restitution. None. You can never bring that person back. A man who killed a teenager at a house party. One of the men who killed that teenager has been sentenced on Monday. Santos Veronica was charged with multiple felony counts after he and 5 others accused of firing 200 rounds into a house that killed 16-year-old Gabriel Zimmerman and injured 10 other teens. Veronica was charged with 6 months earlier in connection with the shooting. The judge, David Murphy, sentenced Veronica to 20 years in prison. Thank you, Judge, for that. And drilling on the coast of California could be happening. President made that announcement yesterday. It's been first time in a while that we've talked about drilling off the coast of California. This happens when Gavin Newsom was actually in Brazil for the United Nations Climate Summit. I'm sure he'll have something to say. And an infant was surrendered in Ohio. They just put up their baby box, and an infant was surrendered at the fire station in Clermont, Ohio. The first baby saved with the Safe Haven baby box. So I was not in favor of those. I thought they were expensive, and since we already, but how many babies have they saved the lives of?
A lot.
Even if it just saves one, it's fulfilled its purpose.
Yeah, I've been in favor of them all along.
Yeah, I wasn't. What
what did they cost to install?
About $60,000, right? No,
it
I
cost.
thought it was more like 6.
Well, in total, it cost about 20.
Okay.
But in New Mexico, David Gallegos got through a bill that the state pays for half of that.
Right.
Nice.
Oh,
so it only costs localities about $10,000.
okay. All right. All right. Here's a story about the man named Jihad Duplales, charged with assault and robbery after the Turning Point attendee at Berkeley. This was at Berkeley. So, yeah, he was trying to tear up the place. Things got physically. He removed a gold chain from one of the Turning Point workers' necks. Isn't that theft? I would think it would be. You ripped the chain off my neck.
Yep.
But, part of the story is this guy's name is Jihad. What family names their kid Jihad unless they want him to be?
Amen.
I can't write this crap. I can't write the comedy. And Jasmine Crockett.
More comedy.
Far left, firebrand for the left. Federal Elections Commission's filings show Representative Jasmine Crockett spent $75,000 on luxurious hotels, transportation, and more. Going to places outside her district. Well, you can't write that off as a campaign expense. You're not running in New Mexico. You're in Texas. Anyway, she stayed at the Ritz-Carlton. How much does a night at the Ritz cost you?
Oh, let's Google it right now. It's
$4,100 a night.
too much.
$4,100 a night. She stayed there multiple times.
Again,
wow.
Who's footing the bill? Follow the money. And you
By the
can
way,
bet what she's
private jets, limousine, one-day limousine, $1,200.
If you take all that away, she wouldn't run for office.
And then we have to ask the question. I see them flying in private jets. I saw AOC yesterday, private jet. I thought they were worried about the environment.
No, they're not. That's just a show.
And
They're
if you
fake.
if you haven't seen it yet, go on Fox News and check out the Chinese bridge.
Yeah,
that collapsed just months after they opened it up to traffic.
That's crazy.
And this is why you have construction standards in this country, so that doesn't
Well,
happen.
I'll say it again. The Chinese can make anything very quick.
Last.
They can make anything. It just doesn't last. Buy tools from China. See how long they last. Here's a great idea. Buy a car from China. Let's see how long that lasts.
About as long as it does from Yugoslavia.
But that bridge, they got the whole thing on video. You can go check that out. Crazy. All right, we got a lot of things to get to. We haven't done our taking out trash, things that happened on this date in history. Let's get to Monica first with the text, then we'll come back and get to things that happened on this date in history. We've got taking out trash and more up next.
Biggest fan said, I find the baby box very disgusting. How bad is society when we got a box to throw kids in when you don't want them? I understand that point of view completely, but at the same time, it's not always somebody that's in that position to just throw them away. Sometimes it honestly is somebody who genuinely needs help, and if you just have to see what. You just have to choose which eyes you're going to see.
Well, there are parents there are people that want kids and will adopt those kids. Mm-hmm. So I'm okay with that.
Yes. And I'm so tired of Democrats yelling, feed the kids when they're not pro-life. Sit down, you hypocrites. Amen. And Texas Tower Dog said, speaking of buying guns for myself, I just dropped about $1,000 on new AR parts. How fun. Skinner said, good morning, B, Blake, and Monica. May you guys have a great, blessed new day. It's hump day. Come on. Woohoo, Skinner. Frank of the Patch said Nancy Pelosi was in charge of the Capitol Police. Now the House of Cards is coming down with the identification of the promoted to CIA from Capitol Police bomber Planter. And the realist texter said, it's either abortion or baby box. I choose baby box. If you're pro-life, you choose baby box. Mm-hmm. And Feisty Chihuahua sent in a picture, Massey calling out the FBI's silence on reported Capitol Police involvement in planting something in January. A baby box is a whole lot better than a trash can, said Jeffro. Amen.
Well, and you got to remember how those things work, too. They are set up, so they're temperature controlled.
Yeah,
and all that kind of stuff.
They take care of the baby,
and
the alarm goes off.
Yeah, and so they're there within seconds.
Yeah, quick. What else you got, Monica, so I can get to?
That's it for the text line.
All right, let's get to taking out trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters, trash-eaters.com, 575-890-4549. Call them today. You can find them at trash-eaters.com. Taking out the trash, they offer residential trash pickup, 96-gallon polycart, 2- and 4-yard metal dumpsters, roll-off containers. Kayleen's number, 575-408-1719, trash-eaters.com. What is going on with the trash? I'm taking Obamacare right to the trash this morning. Conservatives were right all along when they tell you to go ahead and sign the bill, vote for the bill, but don't read the bill. We know there's sketchy things probably going to happen, and it's all going to end bad. So the decision now turns to health care. It's not about feeding the kids. It's about health care. We know the Affordable Care Act, better known as Obamacare, never truly was affordable. Isn't affordable now.
Right.
Designed to expand the coverage rather than control the cost. That's what it was about. Expand coverage, never lowering the cost. Obamacare promised Americans they could keep their doctor, they could keep their existing plans, and that their premiums and deductibles would go down.
Another lie.
The reality was premiums soared, insurance retreated from many, many markets, and the federal government stepped in and propped it all up. And I'll just say one thing, name one thing that the federal government runs good.
Nada.
After 15 years, we have shrinking coverage, rising costs, and Democrats are finally coming clean, saying, well, I guess it didn't work. But since it didn't work, now we have to bail out the whole thing. You have Hakeem Jeffries saying we need to extend for 3 years. Not 1 year, 3 years. Don't read the bill now. Just go ahead and vote for it and vote yes. Democrats telling Americans years ago, you'll save money, you'll keep your plan, you'll reduce your premiums. The goal was single-payer health care. That's what that was about.
Yep.
In the meantime, we'll keep paying taxpayers. That's what this is about. Take it out trash. Obama thought it was cool to have his name attached to it. Now he's going, it's an epic failure.
Like
I don't
many
want
Obama
my name. I don't want my name attached to it. Take it out trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters. We got a lot of things to get to. We'll get to that in a second. Our national anthem and a pledge is still to come. Things that happen on this date in history being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms, indoor firing range, 236 East Navajo and Hobbs, veteran-owned and operated, largest selection of firearms, state-of-the-art indoor firing range. They have the Milo FBI training simulator. And guess what? You could pay by the month with a membership or pay by the hour. Climate control shooting. That's pretty cool. They also have optics, suppressors, the largest selections of firearms, and they finance. They also offer training. Get in there and see them. 2atacticalrange.com, 236 East Navajo and Hobbs, proud sponsor of things that happen on this date in history.
On this day in 1859, a man introduced his flying trapeze act while wearing tights. His name, Jules Leotard.
Oh!
That's where that it comes from.
Yeah, and the leotards were hiding his jewels. Supposedly.
On this day in 1933, a football game was played in Philadelphia for the very first time on a Sunday. Before that, it was illegal. Now it's almost a religion. Some people worship it. In 1933, the very first alleged photo of the Loch Ness Monster was taken. And as blurry as they all turn out, I'm pretty sure only employees of the DMV can ever make out what's in the photo. On this date in 1946, the first artificial snow for a ski resort was made in Mount Greylock, Massachusetts. It did better on this day than it did on July 1st. It's hot.
Yeah.
Birthdays today. Anne Hathaway turns 42. Can you name an Anne Hathaway movie?
Some Like It Hot.
Maybe. I don't have that on my list. What I got is Devil Wears Prada, Ocean's 8, Princess Diaries, Get Smart, Les Miserables, and Batman Rises.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes.
Ryan Gosling turns 45 today. Ken. You got to start in showbiz as a member of the new Mickey Mouse Club. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
When does he become Ryan Goose, by the way? I just want to know. It's Gosling. Tanya Harding turns 55. She'll take out her candles with a lead pipe. Another gymnast, Nadia Comaneci, is 64. Now, she was the Romanian Olympian who earned the first perfect 10 in Olympic gymnastics. Do you remember the year, Kevin?
78. 76. Name her coach.
He was from Belarus.
He actually came to the United States.
Yeah. But he was from like Belarus. Yeah. That was back when the Soviets really had a lock on all of it. Neil Young isn't young anymore. He is 80 years old today. He was also in Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. And what was the other band he was in? Neil Young? I didn't write it down because I thought I would just pull it, but my brain apparently decided not to work anymore.
No,
the voice of Thursday Night Football, Al Michaels, hits 81. And Brian Hyland, he had one big claim to fame, although he did have another song. He turns 82. What was the song, Kevin?
It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today.
I like that.
Actor Wallace Shawn is 82. Now, depending on how old you are, depends on where you might know him from. Most recently, he was in Young Sheldon as one of the professors, but he also played Rex in the Toy Story movies, and of course was Vicini. I know it's inconceivable in The Princess Bride. Folks no longer with us. Princess Grace of Monaco left us in 82. Joseph Coors, the beer guy, left us in 2003. Welton Taylor was a microbiologist who developed the first test for salmonella. He left us in 2002. And Charlie Manson left us in 2017.
May he rest in hell.
May he never find rest. But if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you, and happy anniversary if it's your anniversary. Kevin?
All right, still to come, our national anthem and our pledge, already 8:09. Remember that song? I mean that sound cut that I played from the gentleman from Illinois talking about illegal aliens was the same as saying slaves. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
TikTok, community standards violation. That's a news story. I didn't make that story up. It's not AI generated. I have violated their community standards again. They're about to put me in jail. How can that? It's a legitimate news story. Oh, look, they backtracked. They backtracked. I appealed it, and they backtracked.
Good.
Took them a whole day to do it.
Good Lord.
It's a news story.
But it didn't follow their algorithm.
Oh, no. The word illegal alien, that's enough to get you in jail.
Yep.
Sad world we live in.
Can't call them what they are.
Sad. Very sad. All right, Trump administration goes all in on the affordability part of the Affordable Care Act. We'll get to that. I'm going to see if I can edit something on the run, and we'll play that when we come back. I still got a lot of things to talk about. It's already 8:10, our national anthem and our pledge. This morning being brought to you by Rebecca Long. Rebecca Long, she's been working with farmers now for 40-plus years. Started her business at the age of 19 years of age. You know, most 19-year-olds are like, I don't want to do anything. Not her. Yeah, she started her business with farmers, and today still helping people. Look, if you're listening today and need help with your insurance, home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance, recreational insurance, she can help you. And look, I will say it again. Sometimes, you know, I watch people. You know, I was at church and I see a young couple. Mm-hmm. You will not be able to survive if something bad happens to one of the partners in that relationship. It's very hard. You're probably struggling right now with both of you being able to work.
Right.
It's tough. Think about life insurance when you're young. It's very inexpensive. Call Rebecca Long. She can help you. And don't forget, you can bundle all your insurance, home, auto, life insurance, bundle it all together to save you a lot of money. Give her a call, 575-393-2661. She's a proud sponsor of our national anthem and our pledge.
We are the Dominguez family from Hobbs, New Mexico.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the
8:14. I just saw a picture of Teresa Legger Fernandez, and it came to me all of a sudden.
I'm sorry.
AOC, an old AOC.
Yeah, pretty much.
An old just
now that you mention it.
Yeah, an old AOC. It just hit me right in the brain. It just like right in the head. All right, 8:14. Large prayer this morning being brought to you by our buddies at Judah Oil, reminding you God is in complete control.
Today's verse of the day is 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Because of that, you should help each other to become stronger as believers. I know that you are already doing that.
Hello, I'm here with my wife Dixie, and I'm Blaze Campanella with Judah Oil. We pray that as you go through your day, that you will see all the blessings you've been given. God said that He will prosper you and not harm you. See, in a world that is lost, God is there. Yes, in the most empty place, your most fearful circumstance, God is there. He will never leave you. Never forget, Jesus loves you. He really, really does. Please take a moment and pray the Lord's Prayer with us. God bless you. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
8:16, we're going to get you updated with all the news being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale, Ragsdale Law Firm, reminding you when accidents happen, they come when you least expect them, and when they happen, you need a trusted law firm. Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com, specializing in car accidents, personal injury, medical malpractice, auto accidents, and more. Give him a call today. They offer free consultation, and you never pay until you win your case. You have nothing to lose and lots to gain. Call Luke Ragsdale, 575-208-5300. Online, RagsdaleLawFirm.com. We're coming right back. Got a lot of stories to talk about. It's already 16 after 8. We're BN the Breakfast Club.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Vote in the House expected later this evening to end the shutdown. The House returns to work after a 7-week hiatus. House Republicans telling Fox
they believe they will have the votes to get this bill to President Trump's desk. He, of course, wants to see the government reopened as soon as possible. The deal on the table includes funding SNAP benefits for almost a year, as well as funding military construction and getting those government workers their paychecks.
Fox's Mark Meredith on Capitol Hill. President Trump asking the Israeli president to pardon Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. That from the Israeli president's office this morning. The Prime Minister has been facing a long-running corruption trial, and President Trump has repeatedly asked for a pardon for his close ally. The PM denies the charges, has pleaded not guilty. Nobody won the massive $900 million Mega Million jackpot prize last night. The next drawing is Friday. America's listening to Fox News.
In need of a tow? Those don't have to be dirty words. At Lee County Roadside, they have been offering friendly and knowledgeable service for 20 years. From light to heavy duty, there's nothing they can't tow. And with 24-hour availability, there's no time they can't tow it. Don't make a bad day worse by choosing the wrong tow company. Lee County Roadside, the good guys to call in a bad situation. For 24-hour service, call 575-392-3223 or locate them at 7401 North Del Paso, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like Lee County Roadside on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
It's time to make sure no one in the area goes hungry this Thanksgiving with the 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight. We're teaming up with United Way offices in Lee and Eddy counties and grocery stores in Hobbs, Lovington, Carlsbad, and Artesia to fight hunger in our own communities. Food prices are still high this year, so more people are struggling than usual during the already tough Thanksgiving season. But with your help, we can make sure no one has to go without. As part of this 2-day event, we'll be at Bob's Thriftway in Lovington and Fenn's Country Market in Artesia Friday, November 14th from 2 to 5 p.m. Then Saturday, November 15th, we'll be at Albertsons Market in Hobbs and La Tienda in Carlsbad from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
The 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight is being brought to you this year by sponsors Blaine Industrial Supply in Hobbs, Old Jackson Lovington, the Lovington Chamber of Commerce, and Forest Tire in Lovington, Hobbs, Artesia, and Carlsbad. Bronze sponsors DMC Oilfield Services in Hobbs and NM Junk Masters of Lee County.
Silver sponsor New Mexico Junior College in Hobbs, and platinum sponsors in Hobbs SDR Enterprises, Rig Outfitters and Home Store, Garner's Motorsports, and the Working Guys Store.
Be as generous as you can and join us when we're in your city to fight hunger this Thanksgiving with the 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight.
As a single mom, it means a lot to me to have a strong banking relationship. With the cost of living as it is, I have to make the most of every dollar I make.
Every member has different wants and needs. That's the basis of relationship-based personal service. A strong credit union is built on strong relationships. Estacado Federal Credit Union, where you are more than a number. You're a member. Federally insured by NCUA.
What's really going on? Daniel Velos back at it again at Permian Ford Lincoln, your new home of the Big Blue Gorilla. You'll see why whenever you come by. Check it out. Anyway, glad to be back powering B in the Breakfast Club. Also excited to be back here at Permian Ford making all the deals for all of Southeast New Mexico and West Texas that are so outrageous you'll think twice about buying or selling your car anywhere else. Text me today, 575-441-7855. We have a radio discount code, Breakfast Club. That's 575-441-7855. Radio discount code, Breakfast Club. PermianFord.com.
Celebrate 50 years of good cheer with Christmas Bling at Inn of the Mountain Gods and Casino Apache. Earn 50 slot points every Tuesday and Thursday in November to receive a beautiful 50th anniversary ornament, the perfect addition to your tree. And some lucky players might unwrap a little extra surprise, free spirit play with their ornament. It's the season for sparkles, smiles, and Christmas Bling. Only at Inn of the Mountain Gods and Casino Apache. While supplies last, must be 21 or older. Visit innofthemountaingods.com or see Apache Spirit Club booth for details.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services, from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells, as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
Big changes are happening at the Lee County Event Center. They're undergoing a major renovation to bring you a better, more modern venue, inside and out. While the arena is temporarily closed during construction, they're still open for business. The banquet halls remain available and ready to host your next event. From safety meetings and corporate training to baby showers, birthday parties, and wedding receptions, the Lee County Event Center can accommodate you. Need space, service, and support? They have you covered with flexible rooms, affordable rates, and a professional team that cares. Conveniently located in Hobbs, New Mexico on the Lovington Highway. Let them help you plan your perfect event during this exciting time of transformation. Call 575-391-2901 to book today. The Lee County Event Center. The arena is closed, but the banquet halls are open. Your experience is their priority, even during renovation.
This is the day, Judah. It's between us now.
Yes, this is the day.
Be in the Breakfast Club, being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com.
Alexa.
Yes.
I need my news, weather, and sports.
Only one place to go.
Fun has a name, and that name is Be in the Breakfast Club. Be in the Breakfast Club, now including B and Monica and Blake.
Hey, we talked about the 50-year mortgage. I'm not saying it's a good idea or a bad idea.
I'm saying it's bad.
You think it's bad?
I think it's bad.
Bad?
You can't afford a home at this high interest rate, while the cost of living just continues to inflate. Now there's a new plan to help you buy real estate. They'll give you 50 years to pay your mortgage. 50 years to pay your mortgage. Just stay in debt, Chet. Owing the bank, Hank. Take out a loan, Joan, till you're 83. Borrow the box truck till after your life's up. Pay off the deed, Reed, when you're elderly.
You know, it might not be a bad plan, because here's how many times the house you buy today might not be the house you're going to have 50 years from now.
No, it won't.
True.
So you're going to sell that house, and maybe you can't afford it now, but you can afford it later in life, and you can remortgage that house.
Just saying.
But it gets you into the house today, instead of paying rent to somebody else? I don't know. Depends on which way you look at it. You get into the house, you need a place to live. A house is a
slave to the lender.
Yeah, the house is different than a car, though. So the
It
house,
is.
your first,
It is.
the first house you bought, you didn't live in it 50 years. So at the end of the day, what difference does it make?
You'll never live in the first house that long. The average is like 2 years.
Exactly. So,
but you need, if you buy a
Either
house,
way, like,
you
if
need to
you're-
be in a house at least 2 years where you're losing money.
Yeah.
If you're living somewhere saving up to buy a house cash, you're still the borrower to somebody.
Yeah.
Whether it be your parents, whether it be a bank, whether it be
Well,
a
you're
landlord.
paying
If you're
somebody.
You're
saving.
paying somebody. But if you're saving to not have to continue to be a borrower, hey, I'm all for it. But at some point, everybody is the borrower.
So 50 years, it depends on what you're looking for in life. If you're looking for a house to legitimately live in, pay off, and move on and get a better house.
You know, and then it kind of falls back to what Blake is always saying, like people that live way beyond their means, like
Right.
they're in extreme debt, yes. But if you have smart people,
I'm not saying that you can't get a mortgage. I'm just saying that
No,
a
no, no, no.
50-year mortgage it's designed
to keep you in
not to help you.
Well, but
It's designed by the lender in order to keep you in under them.
But you get the loan, you live in the house, you start making more money, you refinance the house for 20 years.
Who does that, though? Only people that already have the outlook to do that.
Well, but there
And
are
if
a
you're
lot
getting
of
a
people.
50-year loan, that's probably not your outlook.
But
it's just the same way people buy cars nowadays, where instead of getting the 3 or 4 year loan on an expensive car to get into it, they go, oh, I can take 8 years. I can take 9 years to pay for this thing that's going to be dead by that time.
Why are you talking about Monica like that?
That's not
Why are you
me.
talking about Monica like that?
Listen, the
Look.
situation that we're in right now, whenever I had just bought, not just bought, but maybe about a year and a half before I got with Patrick, a new truck. And I'd given Cena my paid off vehicle for as her
So now you got
car.
too many vehicles.
So then when Patrick totaled his car, he needed a car. So I gave him my truck. We got a bigger family vehicle. Well, when Patrick took his new job, he received a company vehicle.
Right.
Therefore, putting us back in the place where we have 2 vehicles
Right.
now.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. So you,
Now
you
we've
might
got
be in
to-
a position.
And I don't agree with everything he says, but Dave Ramsey is
No,
very
he's
smart when it comes to this
he's,
stuff.
he's smart, but
And
there are a
so-
lot of people that don't want to live that way.
No,
you know,
they
like
don't. Right. And that-
you know,
and that's up
like,
to them, you know,
like,
I mean, that's-
like my car,
It's not wise, but
it's
it's up
paid for. And I can't wait for the day in the Philippines when my vehicle is paid off. I got one more year. That's almost $1,000 a month I pay.
And whatever it is that you're buying and you're paying for, if you pay a little more than that minimum monthly payment, you're going to end up paying a lot
Oh yeah,
less.
you'll pay it off sooner.
Hold on, I got to get to this text right now because we've got to address it. You two puppets are ridiculous. Must you agree with whatever that clown says and giggle at his pre-K jokes? Y'all have a voice too. There's no way you can agree with everything, sellouts. That's from 915 Liberal. Who are you talking about?
First of all, what are you talking about, and who are you talking about? I mean,
we just went through a thing where we didn't all agree.
We didn't all agree.
we didn't all. Blake thinks it's a bad idea. I think it's a good idea to get people into a house. Then they can go and refinance. Or in 2-3 years, they're going to resell that house anyway and get into something else.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because no matter if you're renting, you're just peeing away your money.
I agree with that.
If you're doing a 50-year mortgage, you're peeing away your money. So now one is helping your credit, the other one is not.
I mean, there's a lot more nuance to it than that, and we're obviously not financial
Nah.
advisors.
No, please do not take advice from me
or any of us.
or any of us.
Please don't.
Monica's like, me, please don't.
Don't.
Please. During an interview on Fox News about the economy, President Trump suddenly veered into a rant about China's magnet trains, declaring nobody knows what a magnet is.
We're failing our students. Like 915 liberal.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get what he's talking about. Who are you talking about we're following? Because there are many things I say Donald Trump is wrong about.
Yes.
Many things.
Joe the Vet chimed in and said, typical liberal. They take a simple topic and turn it into something complicated.
Unbelievable. Country song, we talked about the Walk My Walk by A.R. artists. Breaking Rust is the number one song of country music. I think I just heard Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, and Hank Jr. all spinning on top their graves.
The highwaymen are coming for them.
I wonder how the Grand Ole Opry feels about maybe a hologram on stage.
No.
I'm just saying. Maybe they won't have a problem with it. But I do know this much. Hank is probably, they're just rolling over. It's not good when it comes to artists that are not getting paid.
Right.
And if you can do it cheaper.
The only person getting paid from that is whoever wrote it.
Right.
Which is, okay.
Yeah, well, but somebody's getting. Looks like a team of writers and editors visited around 200 restaurants per week in 70 cities across the country and looking at food trends. What the food trends will be in 2026. Among their prediction is Caesar salad. More ordering small plates of food and
like tapas.
Yeah, well, like smaller portions of food for people on Ozempic.
Everyone needs smaller portions.
Smaller steak, smaller this.
That's good.
So
that helps people have control where they don't have control otherwise.
Who is the chef that yells and screams at people?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay came out and he was talking about just this. He goes, "I will not do it." Well, share a plate.
Well, no, don't share a plate.
In a lot of places like his restaurants, you can't take anything out of the restaurant. Right. There are no goodie bags.
No.
There are no goodie bags.
You know, as people, especially as Americans, we've been programmed not to waste food, right? I mean, even if we do, we're programmed not to. So if you have a big, giant, let's say spaghetti.
Sure.
You have a big, giant plate of spaghetti, you're going to eat all that spaghetti. But if you have a smaller plate of spaghetti.
Yeah, maybe you won't eat as much.
Right.
Yeah.
My wife always takes everything home, and then a lot of times, especially if we're on the road, I'm like, "Why are you taking that? You're not going to eat it. We're on the road. You're not going to eat it." All right, Joe Rogan warning the liberal celebration of Charlie Kirk's assassination, saying we are inching closer to a civil war. Podcaster Joe Rogan warned on Tuesday that the death of Charlie Kirk and the celebration of the death of Charlie Kirk is going to lead us to a civil war. We're already seeing it. Look, headline this morning. Look at the headlines. Look at the people. Chaos outside Turning Point USA event under federal investigation. Why? Why can't people just go to an event and not be attacked? Because if you attack me, I will attack you back. Don't let the gray hair fool you. I am going to fight back. And you know what? Our kids, young conservatives, we need to teach them not to coddle, to fight back. I know some people are like, "Oh, Kevin's encouraging people to fight." No. If somebody swings on you, you better hit back.
Oh, real.
This is how we got into this place. Because Antifa would come out, use hammers on old people, and do all kind of crazy stuff. And we had people filming the whole damn thing instead of doing something. Florida AG to probe a major bank that was doing the dirty work of Jack Smith. Name the bank, Blake. This whole
Bank of America.
Bank of America. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Bank of America.
It was one of three. I was like,
Bank of America. Was it Bank of America? Huh. So they're looking into banks that actually helped Jack Smith And they launched an investigation into J.P. Morgan Chase. And while coordinating with Jack Smith and the Biden's DOJ operation, Arctic Frost, J.P. Morgan debanked the Trump Media Group. Remember when they another bank, Bank of America, I do believe it was Bank of America, debanked Barron Trump. They closed his account.
Oh.
Yeah, because they didn't want the name Trump associated with their bank.
Wow.
By the way, guess who leads J.P. Morgan Chase? Jamie Dimon. So now the DOJ is telling J.P. Morgan Chase, hey, please do not destroy any of the documents. It's going to be very, very interesting. Loving man sentenced to 40 years in prison after pleading guilty to aggravated sexual assault of a child. Then we got the story out of Austin,
right,
where the guy continuously raped a child for more than 10 years, and they got out on probation. 49-year-old Trinity Bailey was sentenced to 40 years in prison after he pled guilty to aggravated sexual assault of a child on Monday. Bailey was sentenced by the 140th District Court Judge Douglas Freytag. By the way, he's going to spend a lot of time at 40 years in prison and be a sex offender for life.
You know, like that one you were talking about that's not going to jail and did all that, right? Why aren't they doxing that guy instead of federal agents?
I don't get it. Laura Ingraham asked President Trump about that 50-year mortgage. And Trump said that he thinks it's a good idea to get the market back on course. It might not be a good thing, 20 years from now, but...
Well, I mean, look at the business he's in. So, yeah.
But he's not a he's not a
he's in the real
resident,
estate.
But not a residential real estate.
No, and he's in the real estate business and in the building business.
But
and
we do
any
know
of those
this
kind
much.
of things make money for him.
People getting mortgages is up to 40 years. I mean, it's first-time home buyers, I should say, are up to 40 years of age. You have to do something to break that. And if it's a 50-year loan, then,
just take wise
50-year loan. Looks like DHS and USCIS. Always can't remember that. USCIS. What the hell does that stand for? U.S. Immigration Custom Enforcement and
That's
U.S.
nice.
Citizenship and Immigration Services.
Okay.
So, anyway, they've got more than 200,000 applications to go to work for them. Patriotic Americans that want to go to work.
Very cool.
And immigration. And a convicted sex offender allegedly tried to kill a woman, followed her home from Nashville at a concert.
Right.
So this guy is a convicted sex offender, arrested on Tuesday with attacking a Tennessee woman in her apartment building after he followed her home. Jamarcus Williams, 29, charged with attempted murder and robbery of a 25-year-old woman he followed home from a concert. Unidentified woman told police that she was walking home when she spotted the man following her from a distance. He followed her into the building, and she got into the elevator, and he got in the elevator. That's when he sexually assaulted her.
That's tough.
Big dude, too. Big dude. I mean, smaller woman, she's not going to be able to fight back. That guy's neck is this big.
Yeah.
No way he's going to be able to. But he was rearrested. But, the crazy thing, when they ran his fingerprints, oh, wait. He's a repeat offender, sex offender. We just keep letting these people out of jail. They cannot be rehabbed. Yeah. They just can't. And Nicki Minaj thanks U.S. service members in a heartfelt veteran daily message. I want you to think about this. Nicki Minaj last year, 2 years ago, had the song about the
WAP.
Yeah.
WAP.
The WAP.
So, and I mean, one day one day her kids are going to say, Mom, you did a song about, you know what I'm saying. But she's changed. Last week she came out and thanked Donald Trump for trying to save Christians in Angola.
Mm-hmm.
And this week she's doing a heartfelt Veterans Day message. Something's changed in her life.
Well, good.
Something's changed. Maybe after Kamala didn't get elected.
It sounds like it's for the good.
I'm hoping. And Ian Omar firing back Donald Trump. Ian Omar, I went looking for this cut, and I couldn't find it. But Ian Omar struck back at Donald Trump, took a swipe back after him when he told her that she didn't understand the Constitution. And she said, unlike you, I can read.
Oh.
Thank you, Ian Omar. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Can she read, though?
You know what I'm getting her for Christmas?
Okay.
I'm going to send her a beanie.
Oh.
Because is that a beanie? What would you call that she puts on her head? Is that a beanie?
Yeah, like a
Kind of
pantyhose,
beanie.
like a do-rag.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm going to buy her a do-rag and a scarf.
So what does her brother husband say about that?
I'm gonna get at both of them. All right, we're gonna talk about the New Mexico School for the Deaf coming up in a second. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the Home Store. They've got you covered. Look, things are starting to warm up, but first part of next week supposed to get cold again. They've got FR jackets starting at just $129.99. FR hoodies at $79.99. They got winter gear. FR, non-winter gear, non-FR, they've got you covered. All your insulated gloves. Heck, they even have the insulated bib and coveralls. They've got thermals. They've got much more. They have portable heaters.
That's awesome.
You can use those at work. You can use those at home if you want to stay toasty. You can find them in the Permian, in the Broadmoor Mall in Hobbs. Stay warm, and don't forget they also have everything you need if you're going to work in the patch. And next door is Scrub Outfitters and more than just scrubs. They're ready for families now. Yeah, they've got you covered with kids' clothing from infant to 7. Looking for a cozy coat or maybe a warm sweater. They've got all of that, plus diaper bags, infant shoes. Maybe looking for an outfit to take Christmas pictures in. They've got a lot of stuff. Go in there, tell them, talk to them. Scrub Outfitters and more now. And you can find them in the Broadmoor Mall. They're right next to our buddies at Rig Outfitters. Monica and the text boob of the day on the way.
Rocket said, Monica, just because someone has a 40 to 50-year loan doesn't mean you can't pay it off sooner. That's right. Mike from Edgewood says there's talk of a $180 a month car loan. That's 15 years long. That's insane. Jeff Rose said, shut up, liberal. Don't forget it's Salapahoe Day. And a 50-year payoff for a house is similar to the retirement age continuing to go up. It's part of the system. They don't want you on Social Security, but they sure do want your house.
Yep.
David C. says, 915 liberal must have loads of money and can live and probably spends his money like a drunken sailor. And Adam from Artesia said, I don't plan on paying anything off. By the time you do it, it's old and trashed. I've accepted the fact that I'll always pay for the things I want. A 50-year mortgage would work for me. Puts more money in my pocket.
Well, the other thing is we do live in a non-recyclable society.
Throwaway.
Throwaway. Your phone breaks, you go buy another one. You don't repair the damn phone.
Well, they make it cost ineffective as well. I mean, a new phone is super expensive based on what it is.
My son has a iPhone 15,
and
he got a brand new 17, and he goes, they're going to give me $500 in a rebate.
Yeah, but it's still going to cost him $1,000.
I'm like, you could sell that phone on eBay right now for $800.
Oh, I apologize.
And if you want to have it fixed, it's going to cost like $700 or $800. So it's it doesn't make sense.
Mike from Edgewood corrected me. There's talk of a 180-month car loan, which equals 15 years, not $180
That's crazy.
I do apologize.
Will that car even be running?
In 15 years, if you don't drive it. USA All the Way says it's two different female rappers. The one that sang WAP was Cardi B. Not Nicki
Cardi B.
Minaj.
Okay, I'm wrong. But she did sing some stuff that was a little...
Yeah, Nicki Minaj is... they're both... I mean...
They were both trifling hoes back in the day.
Perverted songs, yeah.
Did I just say trifling hoes?
Yep.
People on social media are posting that if you teach your child to hit back, if they get hit, then the parents are the problem. Not the bully being the problem, but the child and the parents wanting
we need more hit backs.
their child to be bullied. I taught my kids to not start anything, but damn sure finish it.
Amen.
I guess I'm the problem. And Thumper says, isn't Bank of America owners from China? MJO said, look at who owns Bank of America. Jay in the Patch said, did B just say he's got gray hair? Bro, you're bald.
What you got this, bro? You don't think that's hair?
Bank of America, aren't they like Greek or French or something?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. You don't see that gray? Look at that.
Don't make him take off his shirt, y'all. Dexter's Lab Texter said, good morning. I'm going to use that tariff refund to get a 50-year mortgage.
Yeah, I posted up my bank account yesterday, and I got you didn't get your money? Monica, you didn't get your $2,000?
No, but I saw how much you made on OnlyFans.
I'm making $14,000 on OnlyFans.
I don't think you got a deposit. I think that was a withdrawal.
Nah, I think it was a great deposit.
I have to see further proof of that.
Well, for those people
That should be a question
like
of the day.
to look at feet,
If you started an OnlyFans page, what would you be making money off of?
there are people that just look at feet on
I know.
OnlyFans.
So that's what you'd
I
be
wouldn't
making
know.
money off of, your feet? Oh, they're all crusty like Jasmine Crockett's.
Now, my feet, the toenails are cut.
Prim and proper.
He gets all
I
pampered.
got an Asian wife.
has a girl that
they're
takes care of that.
very.
What would you be making money off of?
I wouldn't be on it.
That's the question of the day.
It's
Like,
not.
just
It's not the question. Of the
use
day.
your imagination.
I've never been on OnlyFans.
Me
True
either.
story.
But I've heard you can make lots of money on it.
There are people that show their feet, and people. I don't get it.
I don't think that's where the majority of the money is.
I'm not judging you.
I'm not judging
judging
anybody either. If you can make money off of showing your feet, then by golly, do it.
I don't think that's the majority of what they're showing.
I'm not judging people at
You
all.
think they're going from the feet and then just going up or what?
I don't know. I'm not judging them anyway.
Tu que sabes, Blake, if you got some
I don't know
little
what you
inside
just said.
information, if you've got some,
Well, learn
know
them.
some more.
You said
You know
words I
more.
don't know.
Learn in Mexican, damn it.
I'm saying if you know something, say something.
I don't.
I did. You just didn't
nothing.
listen.
New Mexico School for the Deaf celebrating 140 years of teaching in Santa Fe. So 140 years, they got about 700 kids that go to that
awesome.
school.
That's awesome.
And, when I was in high school, we actually played the Louisiana School for the Deaf. That was, we played them from time to time.
And did you lose?
No, but they did different sign language than the ones that I knew.
One finger salute.
That's all I know. That's all I know. So congratulations to 140 years of teaching deaf kids at the New Mexico School of the Deaf. And a grandmother in Slidell, Louisiana, under the influence, strikes and kills her 5-year-old grandson pulling out a driveway. So the grandmother was intoxicated, struck and killed the 5-year-old grandson with her vehicle in the driveway while under the influence. Police from Slidell, Louisiana got there, and child was waiting for the school bus, standing in front of a 2016 GMC Yukon as it backed into the driveway. So
look, Slidell.
She was backing into the driveway. And you have to remember, the kid is waiting for the school bus. What time is that? 7:30, 8 o'clock?
School starts by 8, so
about probably in between 6:45 and 7:15.
So the driver of the car was the boy's grandmother, 55-year-old Kristen Adders, did not notice the kid, and she struck him with the vehicle. By the way, she was under the influence of alcohol and had some type of nervous system depressants in her system. She has been charged with vehicular homicide. Wow. By the way, little Carson Larson would have turned 5 years old in June. By the way, they're continuing that investigation. Unbelievable. In the morning time, you're drunk. You know life has gone out of control when you're drunk at 5 a.m. in the morning.
What are you saying?
That's pretty, unless you're just coming from the bars.
Right. Which maybe she was.
Maybe, who knows?
It is Slidell.
Louisiana is different. The bars do not close. The bars stay open 24/7.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
We know people that know that area.
Not all bars, but many bars stay open 24/7. They don't shut down.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying, you know that area, Kevin.
About 5 a.m. they get in there and with the fire hose and hose stuff down.
That's right.
All right, we got to get to the boob of the day this morning, being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics, medical professionals on staff. Go talk to Kelly Pfeiffer. You know, I'm always talking about, how testosterone replacement has changed my life. Mm-hmm. 5-6 years ago, I couldn't do one push-up. Now I'm doing 2,000 for the month of November for our veterans and our active duty vets. Change your life. Change the way your metabolism, it's back in check. Go talk to them about that. And look, they've got many things going on for the month of November. Buy 2, get 1 free for the EBOO. Also 20% off hair removal. They also do body contouring packages, 20% off. Skinny shots or the B12 shots. Mm-hmm. Buy 4, get 1 free. And $50 off the hormone pellets. And they do premium IV drips. If you've been seeing about IV drips, vitamin drips, and that type of stuff, go in there and talk to Desert Functional today. 575-964-8025. Set up your appointment. If you're going in there for hormonal replacement, yesterday we talked about hormonal replacement, how the FDA has taken the warning label off. Go talk to Desert Functional right there on the Lovington Highway, or give them a call. Their number 575-964-8025. Proud sponsor this morning of the boob of the day.
We talked about cross-dressing, so we'll go here. Most porch pirates operate in broad daylight, so the challenge is attracting as little attention to themselves as possible. Sometimes that means being extra sneaky because of all the doorbell cameras. But no one told this porch pirate. 46-year-old guy from Mississippi named Todd Bond has been arrested after multiple porch thefts in Mississippi and Alabama, including one house where they stumbled upon a massive treasure. The house had at least a dozen packages stacked on the porch, and Todd made repeated trips from the porch to his car to take every single one of them. It was all caught on the door camera, and if that process wasn't obvious enough, he was also dressed as a woman at the time. It was very obvious he was really a dude. He had a long bleach blonde wig, a headband, makeup, and a skirt on. Todd was arrested and charged with first-degree theft of property. Now, it only happened a few weeks ago. It was before Halloween. So investigators say they're not sure if that person was actually wearing a costume or if he always dresses like that because he was not a convincing woman. And they were trying to figure out maybe if he just did it to go porch pirating, and that was kind of his disguise. Whatever it is, it surely made him the boob of the day.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Chicago crime rate is actually down. Who do we thank for this? Is it ICE?
I would say.
We'll talk about that coming up. And also, a guy is in China. He's an American, but he said he has no patriotism towards America. Stay in China. We'll talk about those stories and more coming up in just a second. 8:53. Be on the Breakfast Club, KWMW, Maljamora 105.1 FM. Also, KWES 93.5 in Ruidoso. And KDAZ AM 700, FM 96.9 in Albuquerque. We appreciate you listening. By the way, if you're on all our streaming services, if you're watching us on YouTube or X or Facebook or all the other ones, we encourage you to please like and share us if you would. Go do that right now. Like and share us, and if you would, give us a review. That would be awesome if you could do that. And if you want to advertise on the show, please get in touch with me at kevin@mtdradio.com. I would be glad to help you. Already 8:54, we're Beyond the Breakfast Club. We're coming right back. News this morning being brought to you by North Star Laundry. One-stop shop for all your laundry. Pressing, dry cleaning, starching, wash, dry, and fold. Yeah, they do all of that. Can you imagine? Just envision it, ladies. All of a sudden, you don't have to do laundry anymore. You drop all the laundry off, and then a couple days later, you pick it back up. No washing, no folding. All you have to do is pick it up. Imagine that. Now, if you want to do all the clothes yourself, not a problem. They have coin-operated machines there at all 3 of their locations, and they're open 7 days a week. 609 West Lee and Carlsbad, 604 West Church, Carlsbad, 406 West Cedar and Loving. We're coming right back 5 minutes away from 9. We're Beyond the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. As the government shutdown appears to be ending, state lawmakers were called back to the Roundhouse by the governor to approve a spending bill and give more power of the purse strings to the governor. On Monday, lawmakers approved by a 52-9 vote more than $162 million in funding for food assistance that should last through mid-January if needed. If the federal government shutdown ends and the SNAP money is no longer needed, the funding would revert back to the Medicaid Trust Fund at the end of December. Lawmakers also approved moving $30 million from the General Fund to the Emergency Fund, which will replenish the $30 million on SNAP benefits for the first 10 days in November. On Sunday, Chaves County deputies and New Mexico State Police responded to a domestic situation in a moving vehicle. The suspect, 59-year-old Otis Ray Cloud, was taken into custody off of a dirt road near US 70. The female victim was located in the vehicle and brought to safety. Initially, the victim reported another man was also involved and had fled the scene before officers arrived. However, 911 dispatchers heard Cloud instructing the victim to make up a story because he did not want to go back to prison. Cloud was arrested and charged with kidnapping, aggravated battery against a household member, interference with communications, intimidation of a witness, and DWI. If you live in Eddy County and have been affected by the government shutdown, the United Way of Eddy County can connect you to food, financial, and other necessary resources. Call 211 or 575-628-0056 for more information. And the city of Hobbs is looking for volunteers to help celebrate Thanksgiving in a special way by spending a little time giving thanks and giving back at the Hobbs Animal Adoption Center by walking a dog, sharing some love, and helping serve the special Paws Giving meal. It happens 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday, November 22nd. And whether you can stay for a few minutes or a few hours, your time means the world to the pets waiting for their forever homes. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
It's time to make sure no one in the area goes hungry this Thanksgiving with the 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight. We're teaming up with United Way offices in Lee and Eddy counties and grocery stores in Hobbs, Lovington, Carlsbad, and Artesia to fight hunger in our own communities. Food prices are still high this year, so more people are struggling than usual during the already tough Thanksgiving season. But with your help, we can make sure no one has to go without. As part of this 2-day event, we'll be at Bob's Thriftway in Lovington and Fenn's Country Market in Artesia Friday, November 14th from 2 to 5 p.m. Then Saturday, November 15th, we'll be at Albertsons Market in Hobbs and La Tienda in Carlsbad from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
The 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight is being brought to you this year by sponsors Blaine Industrial Supply in Hobbs, Old Jackson Lovington, the Lovington Chamber of Commerce, and Forest Tire in Lovington, Hobbs, Artesia, and Carlsbad. Bronze sponsors DMC Oilfield Services in Hobbs and NM Junk Masters of Lee County. Silver sponsor New Mexico Junior College in Hobbs. And platinum sponsors in Hobbs SDR Enterprises, Rig Outfitters and Home Store, Garner's Motorsports, and the Working Guys Store.
Be as generous as you can and join us when we're in your city to fight hunger this Thanksgiving with the 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight.
What's really going on? Daniel Velos back at it again at Permian Ford Lincoln, your new home of the Big Blue Gorilla. You'll see why whenever you come by. Check it out. Anyway, glad to be back powering B in the Breakfast Club. Also excited to be back here at Permian Ford making all the deals for all of Southeastern New Mexico and West Texas that are so outrageous you'll think twice about buying or selling your car anywhere else. Text me today, 575-441-7855. We have a radio discount code, Breakfast Club. That's 575-441-7855. Radio discount code, Breakfast Club. PermianFord.com.
Your call is very important.
Still waiting on your cable company to care? With slow speeds and hidden fees, maybe it's time to pull the plug. Kinetic gives you 100% fiber and gig speeds with 25 times faster uploads than cable. Local service that actually shows up, and clear pricing that isn't there to surprise you. So ditch cable and connect with the right crowd. Get up to $200 when you switch. Visit GoKinetic.com. Kinetic. Internet better. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply.
80 years. That's how long Forest Tire has been serving the needs of their loyal customers. You need a tire that will keep you going for the long haul so you can take on tough jobs. Let us introduce you to the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. It holds up to tough conditions to keep you rolling strong. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and do more for more miles. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Imagine a world where teams wore plain, uninspired uniforms. Functional? Sure. Eye-catching? Hardly. But as times evolved, so did the demand for standout styles. Enter the era of awesome graphics. Located at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs, New Mexico, they revolutionized team and work attire. Their secret? High-quality FR uniforms from renowned brands like Ariat, Lapco, Byrne, and Bulwark, paired with cutting-edge technology for vibrant, multicolored logos. Awesome Graphics bridges the gap, offering both sports and industrial uniforms that don't just fit well, they inspire. From Nike office shirts to Adidas and Oakley designs, they ensure every team and staff look as professional as they perform. They're not just about appearances at Awesome Graphics, they're about empowering teams. So if you're in Southeast New Mexico and need uniforms that speak volumes, the choice is clear. Visit myawesomegraphics.com and discover how they can elevate your team's image. Awesome Graphics, where style meets performance.
In the Breakfast Club, being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com.
What a combination.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and then some other numbers and pithy sayings. Welcome to the show. B and the Breakfast Club.
And we are back. It's already 9:01. Will Rooney is in with us as he makes his way back home.
Who's that
guy? The traveler, the guy that travels all the time, but it's not for fun.
Well, I'm only here for a day, too, and then I'm traveling again.
Oh, no.
Where are you going after that?
Back to Ruidoso.
Oh,
I got to go up and do some. We got some all kinds of remote stuff going on this weekend. We're going to be at the Christmas Jubilee up in Ruidoso on KWES, our station up there that we're on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then also we've got the food fight going on in down here in Southeast New Mexico.
Yeah, we're going to be all over the place, which fun times. That's for sure. So, Will Rooney, we got you on this camera.
I'm trying.
No, it's okay. You don't have to,
I was thinking about a advertising. I think that somebody could rent out my back head.
Yeah.
And we could put a logo on my back head.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's the opportunity. Anybody want to do that?
A barber shop.
There you go.
There's one thing I ain't used in many years.
Oh, wait. Polishing things.
Yeah, polishing.
It's a good idea.
Our video sponsor is still available, which is a lot more practical because you can have a big logo on the screen.
Right.
So you can, we can still, of course, not only on all of the YouTube and everything platform, but also on the television channels up in Albuquerque and Santa Fe.
So
all for one price.
Yeah.
So think about that. If you own a business, this is a perfect opportunity. Perfect opportunity. So Will, we were talking this morning about we are at the lowest approval rating for Donald Trump that a lot of people are turning a blind eye to Donald Trump. I voted for him, but that just ain't what I voted for.
You know why?
Why?
Because they're believing what the media is telling them about this being Donald Trump's shutdown.
Right.
And the fact that they just keep hammering it, and you've said it a million times, B, that the Democrats are great at staying on
they're
point
really good
and getting their message together. But the Republicans need to do that just as well about how this is not a Republican shutdown. It's a Democrat shutdown, and it's just frustrating. And if we continue to give in, the only people that pay are the hardworking Americans.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, last week it was about their kids starving in the street. They're starving. And this week, hey, I understand you're starving, but we're going to starve you to death to get you better health care.
Don't get me wrong. I understand that there are people that need SNAP. But by the same standpoint, aren't there a bunch of organizations out there that help the people who are less fortunate, who need food? I mean, how many of these food banks out there are, have food that can help these folks, but they just want there again. The people who actually need food can get food.
Yes.
The people who don't need food, who just want the free ride, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we had the
Absolutely.
story this morning about the guy selling his SNAP benefits to get fentanyl. Okay. So are the kids starving or not? Evidently, the kids you're taking, there are people that get SNAP benefits, and let's just stop calling it SNAP. Let's just stop calling it. It's food stamps. So they are actually, they sell their SNAP benefits to get their nails done and all kind of other
to
stuff.
get alcohol, because you can't buy alcohol with SNAP benefits, but you can buy your buddy a steak and then go around and get your buddy to buy you a fifth of booze.
Well, the world changed when they allowed people
the
to
old paper
use their food stamp card at Golden Corral.
Yep.
Or at all the restaurants.
There's all kinds of loopholes.
Red Lobster.
Well, look, there were lobbies behind all that. It was all greasing the
Darden
politicians.
Food Services was probably one of the biggest ones that wanted people to be able, and that they own Olive Garden. They own,
Red Lobster, Olive Garden, all those.
Yeah, all of those. Darden Company. They were big into that. They gave a lot of money to Barack.
Follow the money.
Yep, always. So looks like during a interview on Fox News, the president talked about China's magnet trains. He also talked about those 50-year mortgages. So what's your thoughts on a 50-year mortgage? Will?
I mean, if you can't afford a 30-year mortgage, what's a couple $100 a month? Because honestly, that's all it's going to translate to over 50 years.
Yeah.
Well, in your payment, it's going to translate to a lot more you're paying.
What you're going to actually pay for the house? Yes. Absolutely. But what I'm saying is, it's a couple $100 is all it's going to save you month to month.
Yeah.
But what you're going to wind up paying in that extra 20 years is a lot.
Oh,
Right.
a lot
it's
of
going to
interest.
cost you.
A lot of interest. But my take on that, if you can't afford to get in the house and this helps you get in the house, and then once you start making more money and you can refinance, but
if you do it and you do it right, fine. If that's what it takes to get you, and I feel the same way about 72-month car loans.
Right.
If you have to get that to get the payment where you need it to be able to get the car, fine. But you probably ought to look at restructuring as soon as you can.
Well, and I think that you need to talk to a financial advisor. If all of that's going to make a difference for you, you need to restructure some other things.
No doubt.
For your priorities.
No doubt. Krispy Kreme celebrating World Kindness Day.
Are they giving free donuts?
Yeah. By the way, where I get my donuts, they ain't giving you no free donuts. You're going to get what you want today.
What you need.
What you got. What you need.
But you'll get that baker's dozen, right?
So it looks like DHS taking credit for Chicago's crime being down.
Okay.
Crime is down in Chicago. What's the difference between this year and last year?
Oh, I don't know. The National Guard.
Oh, ICE being in Chicago, picking people up.
Of course, that did, and the mainstream media, they're not going to shine a big spotlight on that, saying Trump's got another victory.
Not.
Well, but
everywhere that this has happened, what has happened to crime?
Crime's gone down. D.C. is another.
Ding, ding.
And they're yelling and screaming right now because a 1-year-old child got pepper spray in his eyes because they took. Who takes a kid to a ICE protest?
To a protest.
The Taliban.
Who does that?
Probably them on purpose with the intention to put him in the line of
In
pepper
harm's
spray.
way.
Let me tell you who takes their kids to a protest. You want me to tell you?
Ken.
My brother.
Oh, really?
My brother.
Dean?
I mean, radical, left, liberal. Him and his wife are far left when it comes to immigration. They believe in open borders. She works directly with La UNDA. I can't remember that, but this is an organization based in Mexico on how to get people into the country. They're losing the battle now under Trump, but under Biden, man, they were swinging for the fences.
If you want to do that and you want to go to a protest, more power to you. Don't bring your kids.
But their kids grew up going to protest.
Well, and
they're grooming them.
Well,
yes.
And then to bring them to a protest and put them in an area where there might be pepper spray, where there's people are being violent.
Child endangerment.
Exactly. Get them the heck out of there. Why are they there in the first place?
Yep. Cheerleaders for the Redskins chimed in about Trump going to the Redskins game.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying, look, we've been living, one lady said, look, I've been living in D.C. for 13 years, and crime has always been bad. And since then, things in D.C. have actually gotten better under Donald Trump. Crazy.
Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe the liberals in D.C. might get a clue at some point.
No.
I know they won't. I know.
They're on the take.
And they're so, and I'm not talking about the politicians. I'm talking about the actual people that live in D.C.
Yeah.
And it's, but there again, most of them are all administrative people who work in D.C.
Yep.
And are, like you said, all on the, either bought by the lobbyists or bought by the politicians. Someone's paying for them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just so frustrating to see how blind they are to what actually is going on.
Don Lemon took to the streets, and he was asking questions. And in Chicago, and two older African-American men were like, man, thank God that Donald Trump, and he was like,
I bet that just chapped
because the
Don Lemon's
narrative,
butt.
the narrative's not there.
That's funny.
So if you're flying this morning, it could be another busy day of plane delays and all kind of other stuff. Tomorrow, my son flies off to New York City, and I told him, good luck with that.
Yeah,
good luck with that. Flying is frustrating enough. And then hopefully air traffic controllers are getting back to work. But even, look, we had a shortage of air traffic controllers to begin with.
So do you guys think that the shutdown is actually going to end today?
I do. I think the Republicans have enough votes. I think they're going to try to stall. Hakeem Jeffries is saying they want 3 years of the Affordable Care Act. He wants it extended for
subsidies,
3 years. And
well, it was such a success. Clearly, because otherwise they wouldn't have had to bail it out, right?
The whole idea that something is supposed to be affordable and it's nothing.
It's named like every other government program, where it's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
They call it the Affordable Care Act. It's neither affordable nor do you get care.
That's right.
The View confronting,
and nor do they have the view.
Yeah,
they're the blind.
Buddy. Fetterman went on The View, talk about the shutdown.
That's not going to be good.
Yeah, they beat him up yesterday pretty bad. It was like bringing a butter knife to a gunfight.
Yeah,
it was not good. It was not good. But Fetterman said the right thing. Look, my constituents are moderates, and I'm going to do what's right for my constituents. And you know what? That's what a politician's supposed to do.
I was the first one to say I thought it was a travesty that Fetterman in his state won any election. But that being said, he actually hasn't been the most horrible politician on the planet.
No.
Because he's not afraid to just say what he
Well,
thinks.
you know what happened?
And if every single politician had exactly what you're saying,
I'm
if
voting,
they said, I'm going to represent my
I'm
constituents,
going to vote for
and
my
what they
constituents. You know what happened
That's
to
what
him
they're supposed to
after he had shock treatment? It cured his liberalism.
Well, partially.
It did. All of a
Partially.
sudden, he's a changed man.
He gets a lot
So
of hate
I don't
for it.
understand what got him to the shock treatment place.
He had some mental issues
Heavy
when
duty.
he was
Heavy duty.
elected. And then after he got elected, he went into a psychiatric facility because he was having a meltdown.
That's why he wears the
And then he actually came out of that a better person.
Wow.
I mean, his critical thinking is actually much better. Everything.
Well, he can actually finish a sentence now.
Yeah, I mean, before he could not finish a sentence. And I don't know if that was depression medicine that he was on. I don't know what was the cause of that. So,
but yeah, go back and look, even at the beginning of that election cycle when he was speaking and stuff, go back and watch some of those and compare it to now. It's
like night and day. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he's much better. Florida man named Pancake charged with battery of his elderly father. This guy is 38 years old.
His name is Pancake.
Pancake.
He's been buttered.
Yeah, his name is Eric Thomas Pancake. That's his real name.
And syrup, apparently.
Pancake. So he hasn't flipped. He hasn't waffled. He just. This guy should be endorsed. Maybe get an endorsement for elderly. Unbelievable. So, by the way, Ellis Island is where they live too. That's where it started. Wow. That's where he was arrested. Congratulations, Pancake. Something tells me that you're going to get to jail and somebody's going to hammer you.
Ouch. He's going to get pancaked.
Yes, no doubt.
His batter's going to get beaten.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, we got to take a break. Good news of the day coming up in a second. Let's get to the text first. Morning show this morning being brought to you by our buddies at Seminole Siding and Construction. Trusted name across southeast New Mexico. Have a construction project, they can get it done. If you haven't had a chance, maybe you're in Lovington, stop by and check out our big 6-bay carport. They got it done quick. I'm talking about they laid the concrete, came back in a day and a half. It was erected. They cleaned up everything. They know what they're doing. And look, they can completely remodel your home. I'm talking about seamless gutters. I'm talking about a brand new roof. They do siding. They do windows and doors. And if you got a big project, you may be thinking about putting up a big, maybe a big industrial barn or maybe a metal building. They got all of that stuff too. Give them a call. Their number is 575-391-1430. Website, Seminole Siding and Construction.com.
Good seeing you back on air, Mr. Will.
Hello.
And I honestly could not believe that Fetterman was elected after his stroke, but now he's great. And that's from Big Jer. John from Eunice said, Will, it's good to hear you on the radio, man. Guys, tell me that the governor raiding the Medicaid trust fund to fund the SNAP benefits isn't just opening the door to start raiding that trust fund for any other purpose they deem necessary in the future.
You nailed it.
Well, and all this money that is supposedly going to SNAP, it's going to go back into an account she can get her grubby little hands on when she comes back from her month-long vacation. By the way, the conference she went to, she went a week early. The conference is done. They're finished today. She won't be back until the 18th. Today is the 12th.
There you go.
Her heart is disgusting. Smokey in Arizona said maybe you guys could get a bowling ball company to put their name and logo on the back of your head.
Why you got to hate?
And then another one said maybe you can get a certain sporting goods sponsor on the back of that head if you know what they're talking about.
Yes.
What are they talking about?
What are they talking about?
You hater.
Spalding?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Oh, they're telling
Titleist?
on me. David in Artesia said, it's always good to hear you, Will. Now that you're there, straighten out Monica. She likes to say a certain word a lot these days.
Uh-oh. I'm scared
Can
to
I
know.
say it?
I don't know.
No, that's shite. You can't do that.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty bad, too. I heard you guys going off about those words.
Dale says, hi, everyone. What if we sell insurance like a home? 50-year mortgage, pay for what you need. After it's paid for, you still get coverage.
What about government in real estate? That sounds like a great idea. We just give it away.
Hey, Monica, say bunghole. That's easier.
Bunghole.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That's fine.
Okay.
Corn.
I have
Cornhole's
permission to say that.
Yeah.
Brian Worthington said, actually, we'll get back to his because I want to read Steelers fan. Good morning. I was watching Laura Ingraham last night. President Trump was giving her a tour of the White House. They were walking down a hall where they had all the different president pictures hanging on the wall. They came to Joe Biden's picture, and it was a picture of an auto pen. I've only had people try to bully me, and they found out that they shouldn't have, said Brian. And Tracy, a dude, said, back when working nights, I had to be drinking at 5 a.m. Seriously, prayers to that family.
Mm-hmm.
And Juicy's number one fan said, who the hell has a 4-year-old alone waiting by himself? File some child neglect charges on that person as well. And that granny's life just changed. She will live with that for the rest of her life. She may have worked the night shift and was just headed home, but her life has now changed. And ask Will about the F-bomb, said David in Artesia.
Oh, thanks.
You
David.
had to bring
You
that
had to
up,
bring it
David?
up. Yeah, that there again. I can't imagine where that ever happened or who would have said that.
I don't believe that ever happened.
I don't think it did.
Look, off the air, yeah, you get F-bomb at least twice in a sentence from me.
We're going to play Democrats today. That never happened.
I never heard that.
That never
ever.
happened.
That never hit
Not
our
on the
airwaves.
air.
That never happened. One more, Monica.
Okay. Fetterman is the only one with any sense up there.
Now he is.
Fetterman is the F-bomb.
He
there
is.
you go.
Yeah, he's dropped it.
The only Democrat with any sense.
No doubt. All right, we're going to take a break, come back. Good news of the day on the way. Tradio just around the corner. News this morning being brought to you by Fens and Artesia. We will be there on Friday starting at 2. Please drop off all your non-perishable goods. We'd appreciate that so much as we, of course, are collecting non-perishable goods and cash.
Mm-hmm.
So bring your checkbook, too.
Okay.
Bring cash.
Well, and if you're a business in Artesia and you want to challenge the businesses in Lovington, well, again, keep in mind, this is a friendly competition between Lee and Eddy County.
Right.
We want Eddy County to raise as much money as they can. We want Lee County to raise as much money as they can.
And the money stays in those particular places.
Not only in the county, but it stays in the community. So, that's the great thing about United Way and us partnering with those two organizations in the individual counties. They make sure the money and the food stays right where it's needed.
That's super. So we'll be at Fens starting at 2 on Friday. While you're there, make sure and pick up the honey turkey, the young turkey, I should say, for 99 cents a pound. Get the New York strip steaks for $8.99 a pound, arm roast for $4.99 a pound, and pork sirloin roast for $1.99 a pound. Produce department, navel oranges, get them 4 for $1. Avocados, 99 cents each. Get the Chubb tomatoes, 2 containers for just $5. And large white onions, 2 pounds for $1. In the deli department, they have you covered with everything you need to make your sandwich. Start off with the wheat bread. A loaf is just $1.68 a loaf. Get Virginia honey ham for $5.49 a pound. Get pickle or olive loaf for $6.49 a pound. And Kobe cheese is just $7.49 a pound. And while you're at Fens, don't forget they have the coldest beer in town. And also they have Coke and Dr. Pepper and Sprite. This week only, get 3 12-packs for $15. We're coming right back. Good news of the day on the way. Tradio coming up within minutes. It's already 9:21. We're being the Breakfast Club.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The 43-day government shutdown on the verge of ending. House Speaker Mike Johnson.
We're very optimistic about the vote tally tonight.
Even if it passes, don't expect air travel to run smoothly right away.
I'm worried right now, like it could get canceled at any second. Even today, every time my phone went off, I was like, oh, did my flight get canceled? I'm still worried about it until we get home.
The Department of Homeland Security announcing a crackdown called Operation Criminal Return.
I call it Operation Dirtbag because these individuals were sex offenders, but not just sex offenders. They targeted children. So sexual assault, battery, attempted homicide. These 150 individuals will be gone.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem earlier on Fox and Friends. And on Wall Street earlier, the Dow hitting an intraday record high. America's listening to Fox News.
At Franklin Veterinary Clinic, they're a full-service clinic that offers comprehensive care for family pets, equine athletes, and livestock alike. They have multiple veterinarians on staff providing the best possible care for your animals at every stage of their life. And when emergencies arise, they offer 24-hour ambulatory services and after-hour emergency care. The new emergency number is 575-808-7725. Franklin Veterinary Clinic, a tradition and excellence in caring, proudly serving Lincoln, Chavez, and Otero counties.
What's really going on? Daniel Velos back at it again at Permian Ford Lincoln, your new home of the Big Blue Gorilla. You'll see why whenever you come by. Check it out. Anyway, glad to be back powering Being the Breakfast Club. Also excited to be back here at Permian Ford making all the deals for all of southeastern New Mexico and West Texas that are so outrageous you'll think twice about buying or selling your car anywhere else. Text me today, 575-441-7855. We have a radio discount code, Breakfast Club. That's 575-441-7855. Radio discount code, Breakfast Club. PermianFord.com.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
New Mexico Lottery Holiday Scratchers have arrived with fun New Mexico icons, multipliers, and cash prizes. Plus, enter for a chance to win $1,000 in the Second Chance promotion. It's merry money fun for you and your holiday shopping list. Please play and gift responsibly. What are you waiting for? Powerball and Mega Millions jackpots are always in the millions. Many millions. Imagine the possibilities. With Powerball and Mega Millions, it's always a big jackpot. Oh, yeah. You must be at least 18 to play. Please play responsibly.
As part of the ongoing effort to keep the roads of New Mexico safe, we would like to share a list of things you should never attempt behind the wheel of your automobile.
Texting your friends, wrestling your friends, eating a sandwich, making a sandwich, hugging your kids, buckling your kids, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, flossing your teeth, adjusting your seat, rubbing your feet, reading the paper, using a shaver, applying makeup,
You get
applying
the
to
point.
college.
A large number of car crashes occur when the driver is doing something other than driving. Drive safe, New Mexico.
Paid for by the New Mexico Department of Transportation and aired in cooperation with the NMBA and the station.
This is Davis Smith, the Gorilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
Head down to Tate Branch in Hobbs. If you've been thinking about upgrading your ride, now's the time. They've got a huge selection of vehicles from rugged Ram trucks to family-ready Jeep Wagoneers, all backed by their lifetime powertrain warranty. Go see Vanessa at Tate Branch in Hobbs and let her get you rolling in something you love. 4123 North Lovington Highway, or call her at 575-298-1205. That's 298-1205. Go experience the Tate Branch difference.
This holiday season, skip the long lines and crowded big box stores and shop local right here in Hobbs, New Mexico. From charming boutiques to handcrafted gifts and holiday treasures, Hobbs has everything you need to check off your list and support your neighbors while you do it. After a day of holiday shopping, eat local. Cozy up with comfort food, festive drinks, and hometown flavors you'll love. Make a weekend of it. Stay at one of Hobbs's welcoming hotels and enjoy a relaxing holiday escape without ever leaving town. And don't forget to play. From festive lights to family fun, there's always something magical happening in Hobbs this season. Eat, shop, stay, and play local this holiday season and make it a Hobbs holiday to remember. For more information on Hobbs Chamber members and their holiday events and sales, you can always go to hobbschamber.org or find them on Facebook.
Your morning show powered by your Ford dealer. Be in the Breakfast Club being powered by Permian Ford. You don't have time to read the articles? We'll give you a synopsis of what's going on.
He went in the witness protection program?
No, back to the show. Be in the Breakfast Club.
Does his mother know about this?
All right, I was looking for the story my buddy Todd Storns put up saying, BBC reporting trans breast milk is just as good as breast milk. I'm wondering how they produce the breast milk. So I'll find that story. I will have it tomorrow, I promise. Trans breast milk.
They don't have mammary glands.
I don't know how they're pulling that off. Good news of the day this morning being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent Herschel Rustin Hayes, Avenue D in Lovington, 575-396-0513. Home Auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. Get in touch with them today. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
So a Delta Airlines pilot made an announcement before departure over the weekend, saying that he understands some flyers are nervous with all the chaos happening at airports, and he reassured them that they are in good hands. He said, among other things, quote, "Before I left my house, my little one just learned the word ice cream. She made me promise to get her some when I get home. Nothing, and I mean nothing, unsafe comes between me, that little girl, and her ice cream." Kind of cool. And this I had to look at right away. Bladder cancer is very hard to treat, but a new slow-release treatment achieved remarkable success in eliminating tumors in 82% of patients with high-risk, non-muscle invasive bladder cancer that has resisted prior treatment. Now, this is only in its early stages, but it is very possible that this treatment could be a thing. It's a small implant that releases a drug to wipe out the cancer cells. And Kevin, that could be very good news for some people, or anyone in general.
All right. I found the story about transgender breast milk. I'll get to that tomorrow. Good news is they can produce breast milk.
Who?
Transgenders. That's what the story said. By the way, BBC is retracting the story now.
Science. Follow it.
Follow the science.
The real science.
Unbelievable. All right, Russ Black coming up next with Tradio. News this morning being brought to you by Roach Air Conditioning and Heating, your choice for your next HVAC job. Yeah, they've got you covered. This time of the year, you might need the heater in the morning and at night, air condition in the afternoon. Yeah, if both of them are out, they can take care of that. That's who we trust for our AC and for our heating. Enrique Rocha. Call him, 575-631-1999. Call him today. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, Thursday edition of B in the Breakfast Club. We're out. Tradio's up next.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake